206-656-3300. 206-656-3300.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
I got to tell you something, Nick. I have really noticed a difference in your energy level since you started going to the Longevity Medical Clinic.
And you know why?
Why?
Because they actually balanced my hormone levels. And when they do that, the largest change I noticed was that now I could sleep.
And then not only get more sleep, to just get more energy, right?
Right. So that all of a sudden that resulted in me, I started running again and doing all these things that I felt so fatigued throughout the day that I couldn't do anymore.
Okay, so at this point, do you want to apologize to me? Because I was always saying to you, every time you say, I don't sleep, I don't feel well, I feel kind of off, I'd go, well, you need to get in touch with Longevity Medical Clinic. And you were always like, blah, 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 blah.
I know. But now it's turned into something fun that we get to go in together.
So I need to hear, you were right.
You were right.
You were right. I should have gone to Longevity Medical Clinic.
I should have.
There we go. Fine.
Yes.
You know the right thing to do. Get in touch with Longevity Medical Clinic. Take the free health analysis at lmclinic.com.
Be advised, this is your opportunity to save up to 40 to 80% on a hot tub or swim spa. This weekend only, Friday through Sunday, Linwood Event Center. Be advised, this is your opportunity to save up to 40 to 80% on a hot tub or swim spa. This weekend only, Friday through Sunday, Linwood Event Center. 18-month interest-free financing. Our factories have demanded we sell 1,000 hot tubs and swim spas this weekend. Linwood Event Center. Huge factory incentives, factory rebates, this weekend only. Linwood Event Center. We can remove your old hot tub. Free delivery of your new hot tub. Hot tub starting at $2,999. Linwood Event Center. Free delivery of your new hot tub. Just relax and enjoy. Linwood Event Center. Friday, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Free admission, free parking, free delivery. Linwood Event Center. Call 833-SPA-SALE or visit hottubandSwimSpaSale.com.
Best Mortgage is proud to be the longest-running mortgage company on KIRO Radio. For 34 years, they've been giving honest advice you can trust as your VA loan and reverse mortgage experts and debt consolidation specialists, too. Just web search Best Mortgage.
KIRO Newsradio 97.3 FM, Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Nate Connors. A local farm hopes to get some federal relief dollars after last month's storms. It's been 5 weeks since floodwaters swept through Laura Lee's family farm in Duval. KIRO 7 TV's Samantha Lomibao spoke with owners Ed and Laura Wicks.
They came back to thousands of dollars in damages.
Our refrigerators had floated to the ceiling and then dumped down. Everything was off the shelves. The barn was just chaos. I mean, it was just garbage everywhere. It was horrible.
The porch to their business picked up and shifted.
Picking out.
Tractors and equipment needed to run the business damaged or destroyed.
On Wednesday, Governor Ferguson announced he is asking President Trump for more than $21 million to help people whose homes were damaged or destroyed. Well, it happened again, speaking of Duval, and maybe you felt it out there. A small 3.0 magnitude earthquake registered in northeast King County around 8:20 last night. The Pacific Northwest Seismic Network says it was at a depth of more than 16 miles. There have been 53 minor seismic events in western Washington in the past week. With the Seattle Seahawks one win away from the Super Bowl, General Manager John Schneider is being honored. He's been named Executive of the Year by the Professional Football Writers of America. It's the first Executive of the Year award for Schneider. And it's become the unofficial anthem for the Seahawks playoff run.
12 as one, you know how we do it. Better bring your hard hat when you can illumine. What you know about
Seattle-based rapper Dre's is the man behind the song called The Dark Side, and he joined KIRO News Radio's G and Ursula this morning.
We needed something that felt like, it was real hip-hop, not corny, I don't do that, but this had to be a banger.
The Dark Side is the nickname for the Seahawks defense. Dre's also includes shout-outs to players and several team mantras like MOB, Mission Over BS. Listen to the track at mynorthwest.com. Seattle police want fans to have fun at the NFC Championship this Sunday, but they're warning 12s, if you drink, don't drive. KIRO News Radio's Luke Ducey has more.
SPD Detective Brian Pritchard says they're not interested in shutting the party down.
We know people are out there, people are celebrating, people want to have fun.
But their message is simple: don't drink, don't get high, then get behind the wheel.
If you're going to indulge in drinking, we ask that people do not drive.
There will be no emphasis patrols, but officers will be watching, they say, for signs of impairment. And also, one more thing.
Go Seahawks.
Luke Ducey, KIRO News Radio.
Speaking of driving, let's check out you at KIRO News Radio traffic. We opened up a lane westbound 18, approaching Warehouser Way, the scene of our earlier car fire. Looks like they're getting prepared to tow it away, so 2 right lanes are now open. But that backup is extensive all the way back to Auburn Way South, about 2.5-mile backup. In Puyallup, looks like we might have a new collision westbound 512 at Canyon Road. Traffic gets heavy there, and you're backed up into the South Hill curve. And here in Seattle, that Revive I-5 project at the Ship Canal Bridge had you sitting in about 1.5 mile backup, delaying your drive by about 8 minutes. This report brought to you by Home Comfort Alliance. For nearly 50 years, 90,000 homeowners have trusted Home Comfort Alliance. Right now, save up to $2,000 on new heating and cooling systems. Call the comfort people, homecomfortalliance.com. And now your KIRO News Radio weather. That dry streak continues today and through the weekend. It's going to be cool and cloudy today with a high right around 42. Right now, it is 39 and overcast in downtown Seattle. I'm Nate Connors, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
Welcome back to the show. Man, we're getting a ton of text messages about traffic. Those express lanes. I'm going to read just a couple of these because I want to alleviate I feel like I just got to alleviate some of my pressure that I felt this morning. I want to alleviate some of yours. These are just a few of the many, many, many that we've gotten. Let's see. Eric in Columbia City says, how much extra carbon goes into the air with all the cars idling on I-5 southbound in the mornings? Great question, Eric. I had the same thought. Katie in Everett says, thank you, Spike and Jake. Somebody needed to say this about the southbound lanes and WashDOT. What are they thinking? How long do the backups have to be before they listen? 2 hours from Linwood is unacceptable. Yeah, that is unacceptable. That's crazy. Jason in Mukilteo says, like Dora used to say, it's the war on cars. He might be right about that. 253, this is interesting. 253 says, I worked in the express lanes from 2021 to 2024. It's not as simple as flipping a switch. They have to close all of the gates at one end. Then they drive the length to check the road of any vehicles broken down on the side of the road. Then they have to tow them because they are facing the wrong direction. And so somebody may come back with a gas or something to try to U-turn to drive away after it has been cleared of all vehicles and possible debris. Then they can call in to have the gates open at the other end. Okay, so what he's just described as confirmation that they can flip a switch and they can do these things.
With all due respect, I mean, we know it's not a simple task. We know it's not flipping a switch, but we also know it happens twice a day.
Twice a day.
Every day. Every day.
Yeah.
Well, not every day, because I mean, imagine on weekends it probably not. Every commuter.
I think it actually does get switched on the weekends.
It may very well, yeah.
They're open on the weekends.
The question being, if you can do it at 11, if you can do it at 5, why can't you do it at 7:30?
100%.
That's all we're saying.
Thank you, Spike.
You know, entice people to get on that road earlier, take advantage of that southbound express lane.
Yep.
Right, which means now there are less people on the roads between 7:30 and 9.
We're going to do something about this, folks. We're going to work together. We're going to figure this out. We don't have to suffer like this. We can work together and we can make our voices heard. That's what we're going to do. All right, let's move on to Seahawks for just a second because what are we, 4 days away?
3.5.
3.5.
I believe it's 77 hours, but I'm not going to. Don't quote me on that.
I believe it's 77 hours and 22 minutes. I am so excited for this game. I cannot wait. My whole family's excited. My kids are thrilled. We're just bubbling with excitement. We're like popcorn, just ready to go. It's going to be great. It's this Sunday. It's pretty.
This Sunday?
This Sunday. It's pretty expensive if you want to watch in person. Did you see the story on mynorthwest.com?
I kind of teased this about yesterday, but it's still bearing out to be true. It's the most expensive NFC championship game in history.
A lot of money.
Which is great because a lot of people think, and I hate saying it out loud, but this is really the best two teams in the NFL.
It is.
This and you hate to say that because you tend to, if you are fortunate enough to move on, you may overlook the opponent in the Super Bowl, and that's any team that gets to this far. Any of these Final Four teams have done a lot of work. They're dedicated. These are all good teams.
Yeah, we're not taking anything away from the other teams.
While we talk out of both sides of my mouth here, because there's not a shot in hell that the Broncos with a backup quarterback.
I mean,
yada yada yada.
That would be crazy, but
crazier things have happened. Nick Foles has a ring.
Sports is crazy.
Right? It is. Right.
So tickets are pretty expensive. If you want even the least expensive tickets, according to Luke Ducey on mynorthwest.com, you can read about this there. Upper level seats, 300 level, listed at $1,500 per ticket on the secondary market.
Yeah.
Let's see some of the other ones.
I paid less to go to 2 Super Bowls, collected to both.
Really?
I paid less than that to go to both of those Super Bowls.
Wow.
$1,500 for a nosebleed seat at Lumen.
That's a lot. Seats along the 50-yard line. This would be directly behind the Seahawks bench. $6,200 a piece. Field level seats, 100 level, as high as $9,000. Now, we're still a few days out. That ticket price is going to continue to climb until probably Sunday at noon, and then people are going to be afraid that they're not going to sell their tickets, and they'll probably start lowering the price.
It always amazed me that folks that don't, especially on the digital market where ticket prices move in real time.
Yeah, all the secondary
that
stuff.
people don't, lower their prices. They would rather eat that ticket.
I don't know why they would do that.
I don't either.
It's not good,
No,
right?
you better to get something than nothing.
Get something. All right, speaking of getting
It was
something.
the same way with Taylor Swift, by the way. I waited outside that building until the third, fourth song. Ticket prices didn't drop. I'm not kidding.
What? You went to a what?
My child wanted to go see Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay. I thought you went by yourself.
No,
You're a loving father.
You don't
That's
go.
a
You don't
different-
go alone. A guy my age going alone. I got these looks when I went to see Britney Spears by myself. I'll never do that again.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Anywho,
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned.
Okay.
You bring a kid.
I thought you were saying that you went by yourself.
No, but
I was like, maybe because of the phenomenon of it or something.
That's one of the friendship bracelets.
Yeah.
I got a thing for them. No, but people don't drop their prices like they used to. Used to be guys outside. I saw somebody post yesterday. Be outside the building 5 minutes before the game. Tickets will drop. Those days are over.
Are they?
Tickets in hand.
Sad.
Those are over. We're in the world of digital ticketing now.
One of the funnest things that I ever got to do when I was in the NBA. I don't know if you guys knew that. I was in the NBA for 4 years. No big deal. As a ball boy. But I used to get, usually before the games, all the players would get tickets, you know,
comps. Yeah.
Comps for all their family and stuff. Their family are busy. They can't all, the amount of tickets that they would get.
Yeah, I've seen them dunk before. Ain't no big shakes.
Exactly.
Right. Plus they're playing the Pelicans.
I could always count on, like if the Utah Jazz at the time, if the Utah Jazz were coming into town, easy to get those tickets.
Okay.
But they were, at least every game I'd get at least a pair of tickets.
Of really nice seats.
Yeah, usually pretty good seats.
Players,
player seats. Or
they don't put players in the 300 level aluminum field.
No, they
families,
don't. No, they don't. So one of the cool things was, I'd give them out to my friends and stuff, or I'd call my parents, or I'd give them my family members or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
But if they weren't available, one of the fun things I used to do, if it was like right before game time, because these were pretty sweet seats, I would go out to the concourse.
Yeah.
And I would find something. I would head up to the third level, and I'd just watch. And I would always watch for. Usually, I'd watch for father and son because that's what I remember as a kid.
I hear you.
Remember going to the Sonics with my dad.
Yep.
And I'm sure we were in 300. I don't know where we were, but it was not super great seats. But you don't even care as a kid because you're just excited to be there in the atmosphere.
Sure, yeah.
So I'd always go up and try to find a father and son in the 300 level, and I'd walk up to them. I'd say, "Hey, I got these seats." They'd usually think I was crazy, but then I'm wearing the ball boy outfit. I've got the credentials and everything. I'd show them that, so they didn't think I was a crazy person. And I'd hand off these tickets, and I got to do that dozens and dozens of times.
Wonderful feeling.
It's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, we call that the instant upgrade.
Yes.
Yeah. When I was working in rock radio,
you did the same thing.
We did those things. We'd have front row tickets, and we'd go find the biggest fan, have them wear the station T-shirt, that kind of
Heck
crap,
yeah.
and you could be instantly upgraded to front row.
Isn't that fun?
It's a wonder. But ours was a little more self-serving. Yours is just out of an act of pure understanding of love for the game and what it means to a father and son.
Yes.
To have that moment. Yeah.
And just knowing what that surprise would be like for a kid to suddenly be up in the, like the nosebleeds in Key Arena back in the day were not great seats.
No.
But to be able to sit down 5-6 rows from the floor.
You can hear the squeak of the sneakers.
Yes.
You can hear the ball hitting the court.
And it was cool too because I would during the games I was on the water bucket. I'd be given a water bucket.
Oh yeah. You were a ball boy and a water boy. You don't brag.
Multitasker.
You're not a bragger, are you?
I'm not a bragger.
You're not. You're not a boastful man.
Water boy. So I'd be handing out water or whatever doing, but the seats were the players' family seats were right behind the bench, and so I could turn around and I could watch this father and say, always, these people having the time of their life.
And that's a story they tell their friends for the rest of their lives.
I didn't think about that.
Absolutely,
you're probably right.
You bet they do.
You're probably right. All right, we got a lot more. We didn't even have time to get to this chalk tax. Did you see this?
Yes, and
we have like 30
should
seconds.
talk about this because
you
it's
can
getting...
play the out music. But I'll tell you this real fast. Or should we save this? It's kind of crazy.
Let's come back to this. Can we?
Let's come back to this.
Because the state wants money. State needs money.
All right. We're going to come back to this. If you are a traveling professional athlete, Washington State's going to get really expensive for you to come and play in. Is it right? We will talk about it next. I'll tell you exactly how much money they're going to take out of these people's pockets. Wild. We'll be right back.
We are finally just about set.
One win away from the Super Bowl.
Touchdown, Seahawks! A perfect pass by Darnold.
Here's Steve Rabel and Dave Wyman call the NFC Championship game.
These guys, they take it very seriously.
Seahawks, Rams, Sunday at Lumen Field. Kickoff at 3:30.
We're really having a hard time hearing thanks to the 12s.
The road to the Super Bowl runs through Seattle and the home of the Seahawks. KIRO News Radio.
Well, this week's First Mark Challenge victory goes to Andre. Andre, why did you call First Mark Insurance?
My wife and I were going to get married, and we wanted to combine our insurance for both home and auto.
Were they able to save you any money?
The money they quoted us was actually the same as what we were paying separately. However, the coverage that we received was immensely greater than what we were previously receiving. It's quite scary how unprotected we were with our previous coverage. Under First Mark, I'd probably say we doubled the coverage that we had. It was a huge deal.
What would you tell others they can expect when they make that call to First Mark?
Take the 15-minute phone call. It's totally free. It's not going to cost me a thing. And the very least that could happen is just gain a better understanding. The best that could happen is you could either save money or get much better coverage, which is exactly what happened.
Andre did it. My family did it. You got to do it, and it's totally free. Take the First Mark Challenge today. See how much they can save you and how much better your coverage will get. Maybe you will be our next First Mark Challenge victory. Just go to firstmarkinsurance.com.
Hey, it's John Curley with Dr. Kopstein from K2 Vision RLE. Doc, I heard that 50% of Americans have their lenses replaced by the time they're 75.
That's exactly right, John. As we near 50, our eye's natural lens starts to become dysfunctional. If you've now added readers to your need for glasses and contacts, it's a sign the quality and function of your natural lens is fading, and it's a steady decline towards cataracts.
Don't go another 20 plus years with poor vision, hassling with contacts and readers. Do what I did. Choose a quick, painless refractive lens exchange from K2 Vision RLE and start enjoying great vision now.
Our new lens technology is truly amazing. After replacing over 100,000 lenses, we have the experience to guide each patient to their best solution, even if that's recommending you wait a little while before RLE.
K2 Vision RLE can restore distance and near vision permanently, plus never develop a cataract. Read the reviews and schedule a free Zoom consultation now at k2visionrle.com.
Do you notice sounds coming from your crawl space or attic, or possibly stale or foul odors in your home? This could be that rodents have gotten into your attic and crawl and have made it their home. They tear up the insulation to make nests to have babies. They contaminate it with their biological waste, which can be harmful to your health. And they ruin your home's energy blanket, costing you thousands of dollars a year. If you even think you may have a problem, call Insulation Northwest today, and we will come to your home as soon as tomorrow and perform a free, no-obligation inspection to determine what the problem is. This inspection normally costs $199, but it's yours free just for calling today. If we discover any problem with rodents in your home, we can get them out and keep them out and restore your home's protective insulation blanket back to brand new condition. Let Insulation Northwest give peace and comfort back to you and your family and save you thousands of dollars in energy savings. Call Insulation Northwest today, the real insulation company.
InsulationNorthwest.com. At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Be advised, this is your opportunity to save up to 40 to 80% on a hot tub or swim spa this weekend only, Friday through Sunday, Linwood Event Center. Be advised, this is your opportunity to save up to 40 to 80% on a hot tub or swim spa this weekend only, Friday through Sunday, Linwood Event Center. 18-month interest-free financing. Our factories have demanded we sell 1,000 hot tubs and swim spas this weekend. Linwood Event Center. Huge factory incentives, factory rebates, this weekend only. Linwood Event Center. We can remove your old hot tub. Free delivery of your new hot tub. Hot tub starting at $2,999. Linwood Event Center. Free delivery of your new hot tub. Just relax and enjoy. Linwood Event Center. Friday, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Free admission, free parking, free delivery. Linwood Event Center. Call 833-SPA-SALE or visit hottubandSwimSpaSale.com.
Your VA loan and reverse mortgage experts for 34 years. Best Mortgage is proud to be the longest-running mortgage company on KIRO Radio. Get a no-pressure consultation from a real person, never an AI bot. Web search Best Mortgage for honest advice you can trust.
I love the fact that Mike Novak sells more homes than anybody else. This guy works so hard. You know what's happening? People are selling their homes again. And if you don't have Mike Novak's name on that sign, well, you're wasting your time and your house is just going to be sitting on the market. Mike is so confident that he can sell your house quickly. And for more, you'll pay no commission if Mike Novak doesn't sell that home in 21 days. So go to meetthenovaks.com. I'll spell Novaks for you. Novaks. Meetthenovaks.com.
All right, welcome back to the show. Before the break, we were talking a little bit about the Seahawks. This is one of those interesting stories where we are getting a chance to peek into the minds of our elected officials, and we get to see the things that they care about. What they care about is your money. They want it. They desire it. Like Gollum desires the ring. It's precious to them, and they need to have it, and they will stop at nothing to get it.
Okay.
And if they can't have your money, they will take anybody's money that they can take. There's a new proposal to try to take professional athletes' money when they visit our state.
Mm-hmm.
This is the jock tax. It is common in other states with income taxes. You can read about this on mynorthwest.com. What this would essentially do, take the Rams, for instance, who are coming into town. They're about to play the Seahawks, and hopefully they're going to lose. Let's say one of those players makes $10 million a year playing for the Rams. You spread that out over 17 games. That works out to be about $588,000 per game. No small amount, mind you.
It's a lot of money.
I would be happy to make that per show, but whatever. $588,000 per day of work for those guys. Now, I understand. They're working round the clock.
Yeah, it's a year-round job.
Yeah, it's a year-round job.
Yeah, but paychecks come out on 17 Sundays a year.
They get them one day a week.
Yeah.
Okay, so when they're in other states, they're going to be taxed in those states. Must be a nightmare for their
financial managers, their accountants. Yes, their
Is it a CPA? That's right.
Yeah. You hope he's a CPA.
You hope he is.
Not just your buddy with an app.
You're right. Although apps are pretty good these days.
Go on.
So this jock tax would take 9.9% of that $588,000 income for them playing in Seattle. Like it hasn't been approved yet.
Right.
This is something that they're trying to get passed to make up for their poor spending habits in our state. They're going to say like, hey, why don't we take more money from rich people? And so that would add up to $58,000 for these players to come into Seattle and play in front of our fans.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about this? This would also include college players through that new NIL
they're talking about college players too. Yeah.
This could also include anybody who comes in here to do a concert, visiting concerts.
Yeah, money made in the state would be taxed by the state. Yeah.
Well, an extra tax. There's already taxes, but an extra tax.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
Let me turn you around. You're against it. It sounds like I'm getting a morning traffic vibe from you. You're kind of against it.
Are you picking up that vibe?
I'm picking that up. Let me turn you around on this.
Please.
What if I told you that this won't cost the players a penny? Won't cost the players a penny.
Is it a write-off?
Well, here's what it is. There's a credit for taxes paid element to this.
Okay.
When a ball player, say a $10 million Ram, makes this money, comes to Seattle and plays, he takes that money home with him, where he's taxed from his home state. He comes to Seattle and play. We tax him 10% of that money, $58,000 for the day he plays here. He would either pay it here where he's doing business, or he would pay it in his home state where he earned that income. It's not costing the players any more money. Instead of the guy working here and giving that tax money back to California, we keep it here. We're one of only 7 states that don't have a state income tax. The Seahawks, when they play taxes in the states they play in. They pay those taxes as a visitor. The jock taxes are all over the country. California started back in the 90s. So the players are still
You've
paying
lost
that.
me.
The players are still paying.
California.
I know. All bad ideas start in California, but that goes without saying.
Why are we making it more difficult for these guys to come in here and spread joy?
Well, they're
spreading joy all over the city by coming here and playing our guys.
They are.
What are they getting for that money? What are they getting for their $58,000?
Well, they're keeping 518. My point.
That matters not to me though. What services are they getting for their $58,000 that they're here for the day?
What are they getting?
Taxation without representation. What is Matthew Stafford going to get for his $58,000 that he's going to contribute to our local economy?
What did California get out of? What does JSN get out of California when he plays down at the Rams Park?
I don't think it's a good idea in California, so I don't think Washington should follow suit.
Well, that's at least you're consistent. That's
of course
fair.
I'm consistent.
That's
It's a horrible idea. You're robbing these players. Why would you do that to them?
They're getting
nothing out of California. You know what else California's talking about doing right now, which is insane? This billionaire tax.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you support this? Please tell me you don't support this.
I don't know enough about it to
Here's
give
what
you
it
an
is.
educated
Here's
point.
what it is. They want to take billionaires and they want to do a one-time tax on 5% of their net value, whatever that is. It's including taxes, including stocks, everything. Their net worth, 5%, anything over $1 billion. So you take a guy like Elon Musk, if he lived in, or Jeff Bezos.
Right.
Those guys are worth a lot of money. Now, it's not just cash, but it's also in stocks. California wants to say, hey, we want 5% of that. We're going to take that from you.
Seems a little onerous. Seems a little much.
Doesn't that seem like a bad idea?
Seems like a bad idea. Yeah. I'm sure there are reasons they think it's a good idea.
Well, yeah, because they're not smart people. But let the players keep their money. They earned it. You didn't. All right, we got a lot more coming up. Stick around.
Choke Points with Chris Sullivan, presented by Carter Subaru.
More like Choke Point. The new year brings a big new headache for the thousands of you commuting south on I-5 into Seattle. The latest phase of Revive I-5 is underway, and it won't be finished anytime soon. I've got you covered with traffic on the 3s every morning from 6 to 9 on Seattle's Morning News. Nate Connors has you covered every afternoon. We're always hunting for alternate routes, and we'll help you get where you need to be a little faster. On KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. You know, the big wireless companies say they have discounts for people over 55. But unless you're willing to sit on hold and ask, you're probably paying more than you should. At Consumer Cellular, there's nothing to hunt down. We're built for people 50 plus with plans starting at just $20. And our 100% US-based customer service actually answers the phone. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today and get your second month free for a limited time.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
When your check engine light comes on, do you see a repair bill or do you see peace of mind? For 20 years, CarShield's been the name America trusts to help keep you on the road. While other companies stop covering you when your car gets older, CarShield offers protection plans up to 200,000 miles. With over $1 billion in claims paid, we don't just promise protection, we deliver it. Don't let a breakdown break your budget. Get the flexible month-to-month coverage you deserve. Go to carshield.com. That's carshield.com today.
Gold demand is skyrocketing to record highs. As more Americans rush to preserve their savings, will there be enough gold? I'm Dr. Ron Paul, and I believe physical gold is the only way to truly protect your 401k or IRA savings. Gold offers tangible security that can't be tracked, stolen, or inflated. That's why I strongly advocate for gold IRAs. To learn more, text the word SECURE to 989898 now. Birch Gold Group will send you a free info kit on gold IRAs. Birch Gold is the only gold company I trust, and their thousands of great reviews prove I'm not alone. So don't wait another second. Protect your retirement savings today and see how easy it is to move your IRA or 401k into physical precious metals. Text SECURE to the number 989898 for your free gold IRA info kit. Again, SECURE to 989898.
Message and data rates may apply.
Guys, if your energy is low, your strength isn't what it used to be, or your drive feels off, it's not just getting older. For many men, it's low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health Washington, you can start with a free T-check, exam, and consultation, so you get real answers about your testosterone levels and overall health. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off testosterone replacement therapy. This isn't guesswork or one-size-fits-all treatment. Revive specializes in personalized, closely monitored testosterone care designed to help men feel stronger, sharper, and more like themselves again. With over 120,000 patients treated since 2011, Revive Men's Health is trusted for results, not hype. If you've been putting this off, now is the time to act. Claim your free T-check and consultation and see if you qualify for 25% off TRT. This month only. Call 206-529-1111. That's 206-529-1111. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply, must medically qualify.
This is Lynn. She's always been active, maybe a little too active back in the day.
When I was 19 years old and immortal, I stripped out all my ligament and I had to have 6 knee surgeries, and that's on my right knee. And then my left knee finally gave out and had a torn meniscus.
Years of pain followed until she saw Dr. Mark Wagner at Seattle Sports and Regenerative Medicine for stem cell therapy.
I'm 4 months out and I have no pain in my knees, and I have had knee pain my whole life. I have no concept of what it was like without pain. It's a miracle. I'm totally thrilled.
No pain, no limits.
Dr. Wagner gave me the green light to ski again this year. I'm like, that's incredible. So I'm just so excited.
After years of surgeries and setbacks, Lynn finally got her freedom back.
I think he saved my legs, so saved my knees, and gave me at least another 10, 15 years to do what I wanted to.
If joint pain is holding you back, find out what stem cell therapy could do for you with Dr. Mark Wagner, MD, at Seattle Sports and Regenerative Medicine. Schedule your consultation at drmarkwagnermd.com.
File your taxes for free with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. File on your own in the Credit Karma app by February 28th. Valid for those who didn't file with TurboTax last year.
Your best source for local news. KIRO News Radio. KIRO FM and HD1. Tacoma, Seattle. Northwest News.
This is CBS News on the Hour. Your home for original reporting.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. Minnesota has become a major focus of immigration sweeps by Department of Homeland Security-led agencies. A day of action is scheduled to take place in Minneapolis tomorrow, but it remains to be seen whether extremely cold weather could affect turnout. Vice President J.D. Vance is there now and defends the immigration operations being carried out by ICE and Border Patrol officers.
We don't want these guys to have kangaroo courts. We want them to actually have real due process, real investigation, because, again, sometimes they're accused of wrongdoing, and it turns out when you learn the context, they didn't actually do anything wrong.
A video of an Iowa boy who faced anti-immigrant harassment during a soccer tournament has gone viral.
It just made me get really emotional.
Max is only 12, but he cried telling his mother about the bullying he faced at a 2-month-long soccer tournament from another player who told him.
I'm an illegal immigrant, even though I was born in America.
Max says the other child told him the president would get him and send him back to where he used to live. Max's mom says she posted the video to remind people how deeply our words and actions can affect one another, especially children. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
The U.S. and China have signed off on a TikTok deal. 35 states face a potential life-threatening winter storm from tomorrow through Monday. Forrest Gadlin in Dallas just bought a generator after losing power in the last big storm.
This time I'm just preparing a little bit better than last time so we can have a better outcome this time.
Some states that are not used to ice could see anywhere from a half inch to almost an inch. Foreman Philip Maresca at Mark's Tree Service in Charlotte.
We stay storm ready year round. Being in the Carolinas, it's high winds very often. Doesn't have to be cold weather winds. So it's something that's very active for us.
President Trump has met with Ukraine's President Zelensky on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland.
President Trump was optimistic.
The meeting was good with President Zelensky. We'll see how it turns out.
President Zelensky likewise said he was encouraged by the meeting aimed at ending Russia's war against Ukraine.
The meeting was good, thanks to President, and thank you that he found time for us.
Following the discussions in Davos, U.S. negotiators are meeting with Russian President Putin in Moscow, and then 2 days of trilateral talks in Abu Dhabi. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
Ryan Coogler's vampire epic Sinners leads all films with 16 nominations to the 98th Academy Awards, the most in Oscar history. Paul Thomas Anderson's father-daughter revolutionary saga, One Battle After Another, trails in second with 13 nominations.
Rise and shine.
The award ceremony is March 15th. Stocks are trading up on Wall Street right now. This is CBS News.
Follow and listen to CBS News Roundup on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
A warning from Seattle police about this Sunday's championship game. Details coming right up. But first, your KIRO News Radio traffic brought to you by Subaru of Puyallup. Not much happening out there. We're all clear on most of our major routes. We're all clear westbound 18 between Auburn and Federal Way from that earlier car fire. Here in Seattle, North 5 got a brief 2-mile backup approaching the Ship Canal Bridge, where 2 left lanes are closed for road work, taking you about 10 minutes to make your way through this backup. Eastbound 520, we have an unusual thick backup, however, coming off I-5 over to Montlake Boulevard. Most likely we have a crash or a stall, but I'm not finding it on any of my cameras. Everywhere else looks great. Confident winter driving starts at Subaru of Puyallup. Find stress-free pricing at SubaruofPuyallup.com and enjoy a stress-free buying experience at Subaru of Puyallup, your stress-free dealership.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO Newsradio and MyNorthwest.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Nate Connors. Well, we're through the big dark, the 5 weeks with the earliest sunsets and latest sunrises. Here's meteorologist Ted Beener.
We're gaining about a minute and a half to our day at this particular point. So that's going to give us our first 5 p.m. sunset on Sunday. And our first 7:30 a.m. sunrise of the year will be just after Groundhog Day.
And he says the long-term forecast calls for an unusual amount of sunshine for most of January. Seattle police are asking 12s to be on the lookout for ticket scalpers before Sunday's NFC Championship game. KIRO News Radio's Luke Ducey has more.
SPD Detective Brian Pritchard tells me they're worried. For big games, fans tend to be willing to pay bigger bucks for tickets, and scammers prey on that.
Never send payments through like gift cards, wire transfers, or peer-to-peer payments.
Instead, buy from a reputable business like SeatGeek or Ticketmaster, and always ask to verify the seat or section number and the date on the tickets before you pay. Luke Ducey, KIRO News Radio.
2 climbers have been found dead in the Wilson Glacier area of Mount Rainier. The Seattle Times reports rangers have been searching for them since Saturday. Their vehicle was found in the Paradise parking lot. No word yet how they died. Their names have not yet been released. One of Seattle's biggest real estate projects is back on track. The 2-tower development at 1200 Stewart Street now has a new developer. Its signature feature, a Boeing 747 fuselage connecting the towers 14 feet off the ground. The Puget Sound Business Journal reports the installation should be finished by late February. The project includes more than 1,000 apartments, a music venue, and a Trader Joe's. And now your KIRO News Radio weather. Our updated forecast calls for a slim chance of scattered showers during our drive home this evening. Right now, rain is heavy and approaching the coast. We'll top out around 42. Partly sunny and 39 right now, downtown Seattle. I'm Nate Connors, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news, serving Western Washington and the world with the KIRO News Radio app. Always streaming live on your smart speakers. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
And now, it's time for the Jake and Spike Show on KIRO News Radio with your hosts, Jake Skorheim and Spike O'Neill.
Welcome back to the show. Boy, lots of stuff happening. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of stuff. We're going to talk right now about... Spike, did you see all these drug busts that were happening?
Local, yes. Yes, I did. Linwood, Marysville, a couple of big busts.
Good.
Lives are being saved.
That's good. No, it's fantastic. The amount of drugs they found in these... this one... It was 2 different locations, but it was one bust in the Linwood area.
Okay.
But that they found unbelievable amounts of drugs. Let me read you some of the drugs that were found, and then I would like to discuss with you what the correct punishment for having such paraphernalia would be.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
Is that the right word, paraphernalia?
No, contraband.
Contraband, that's it. Yeah. Paraphernalia
not that I have a working knowledge of the vernacular of this particular arena of life
paraphernalia would be like
choices.
if you had a bong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tinfoil, paraphernalia.
Tinfoil.
Yeah.
Needles.
Yeah.
Stuff that King County gives out.
Exactly.
Okay, this was in Linwood. This was in December. They're just releasing this information right now. But this was a 29-year-old man was found in possession of, and you can read about all this in mynorthwest.com, 24.8 grams of fentanyl, 30.2 grams of methamphetamine. In a follow-up investigation, detectives impounded a related vehicle that was located at a separate site. Searching that vehicle, they discovered 13 pounds of narcotics. Listen to this. 6,000 grams, which is 13 pounds, of methamphetamine. That's just a ton of meth, right? Isn't that a lot of meth? 13 pounds?
Yeah.
Fair amount?
Yeah, you could power an army.
This is not personal use, I assume.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but
3,232 grams of powdered fentanyl, which is 7.212 pounds.
7 pounds of fentanyl. They're talking about like grains of sand of fentanyl can be lethal.
Could kill somebody.
And you got 7 pounds of this.
So how many people?
I shudder to think how many lives were saved.
Siri, how many people could be killed with 7 pounds of fentanyl?
Careful. I believe the correct answer is a blank load. And if it says live on the air, we could be in trouble.
Okay, I won't ask her then.
There you go.
I actually couldn't get that to work. I actually don't know how to do that. Laura, can you look up and see how many people could be killed with 7 pounds of fentanyl? 2,558 grams of fentanyl pills, approximately 25,000 pills. That's a lot. 963 grams of cocaine, 963 grams of heroin, $6,719 in U.S. currency. So, number one, great job to the departments who made this bust. Let's see, who was this? This was
Snohomish County Sheriff's
Office,
Linwood LPD, Linwood Police Department,
Snohomish Regional Drug Task Force,
there you go.
Everett Police Department, Anti-Crime Team, and Violent Crimes Unit. Great job getting this stuff off the street.
Here.
What do you do with somebody like this? I mean, I know they're going to face, they're going to go to jail for a long time. Would it be cruel and unusual punishment to give them the option of just, like back in the day, somebody got caught with a little bit of weed.
Mm-hmm.
You just eat it real fast so you didn't have to teacher wouldn't find it or whoever it was.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
What if this person just had to, you said, hey, guess what? We'll let you go, but you have to ingest all of this stuff.
No.
Because this is going to kill people.
It is.
So this person was doing the work of killing people.
Right. Well, here's the thing. This guy, first off, this much, you never...
I guess there's due process. You have to find all that stuff.
No, let's find him guilty. I'm with you there.
Let's see. Okay, let's say he's guilty.
We're at sentencing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Laura, how many people could it kill?
I did some really quick bad math. Roughly 1 million.
Okay, 1 million people.
1 million lives.
It takes only 2 to 3 milligrams of fentanyl
to be lethal.
To kill someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this guy had
7 pounds?
7 pounds. That's unbelievable.
That's in addition to the 25,000 fentanyl pills. I mean, this is an insane amount of drugs. This guy never sees the light of day. Your question is, should we make him eat it?
Should we make him eat it? Is that wrong?
It's a death sentence. It's a death sentence.
Isn't he selling a death sentence? So
1 million of them. More than that.
Yeah.
Yes, I get where you're going. So I'd give him the choice.
You don't do it on the day. You don't arrest him and say like, "Hey, take this right now."
No.
You say, "All right, we're going to hold on to this."
Heat of the moment.
Due process.
Yeah.
Everybody, cool your jets.
Stay in court.
Yes.
And take him to the cafeteria.
There you go.
Yeah. Court has a cafeteria conveniently located. Your choice.
You could say life in prison.
Yeah. Or
eat up.
Well,
is that mean?
What if
that was a lesser thought that I had when I was sitting in traffic this morning. I was thinking about the show today.
When you see this kind of danger in your community and the work of these law enforcement agencies, what they've done to save lives, this isn't even talking about the Marysville bust, which is a separate bust.
Yeah, that's a whole separate thing. We'll get into that in just a second.
So do you say to the criminal, okay, you want a life imprisonment or you want the death penalty? You can choose. Because that's the choice you're giving somebody.
I used to live in Marysville. I'm sorry, not Marysville, in Linwood.
Mm-hmm.
I had, at the time, 3 kids. We had our third kid no, 2 kids. I had 2 kids when we lived in Marysville. And we would go
to move out if you had 3, right? Not the 2-kid limit.
They force you to move out. No, just kidding.
Sorry.
But we would go to the public parks and we would go to the public spaces and we would, in the water park, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And very easily, the greatest fear of any parent is that your kids end up picking up something on the way. You're watching your kids like a hawk.
Yeah.
There's a line in what's the movie with what's his face? He got run over by a snowplow.
Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner.
Funny how that's the one thing.
He plays a detective.
Mm-hmm.
It's a movie about a girl who goes missing. Oh, I'm bungling this. It's a Taylor Sheridan movie. What is it?
I don't know.
Taylor Sheridan, Jeremy Renner. Laura, please look this up.
Oh, like Laura's the movie expert on the show now?
Oh, she's got a computer in front of her.
I can Google things. Wind River?
Wind River.
Okay. Wow, look at you.
So he's a detective.
I just know these things off the top of my head.
And he's searching for a missing girl, and she ends up being dead.
Oh, that's hard.
And then it's about solving the crime. And he himself, it's personal to him because he knows the victim, and also he himself has lost a daughter in similar circumstances. Just awful. And it's on an Indian reservation. It's a great movie, but
It speaks to the fear of parents.
Yes. And he has a line in that movie. It's just devastating, but it's so true. And he says, you can't look away for a second.
You're right. Every parent's worst nightmare.
And his whole life has changed because he and his wife were not guilty of anything other than taking a night away. And the daughter, who was a teenager, snuck out with some friends, and she ends up hanging out with some people that she shouldn't, and then they never see her again. That's a different circumstance, obviously. But my point is, you go to the park with your kids in an area that suffers from this type of a thing.
Which I hate to say, there's far too many areas.
Drug-related crimes.
Absolutely.
All the stuff.
You talk about the parks not being swept anymore because giving the mayor's new dictatorship, right?
Yeah, they don't want to remove homeless people who are using these types of drugs and leaving them out. You also have the new statewide bill, the 24 whatever it is that we talked about, 2489, where they would make it illegal
to sweep them out of parks.
These people can build their shelters and all this stuff. What do you think they're doing there? And it's every parent's worst nightmare that you find your kid picks up one of these things. You got to watch them like a hawk because you can never take your eyes off them. And then I see stories like this with a guy who's got enough drugs to kill 1 million people. I'm just like, I don't know, just make him eat it. Like, give him the option. That sounds really cruel, but at the same time, I'm like, it's
why parents don't have a say in capital punishment. You know, it's why we don't give a father input.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, because of course you want him to die. You want it to be as horrible as possible.
Just end it. Yeah.
You ever seen the end of Braveheart? I want that one. I want that solution. Right?
Boy, that's a great movie. That's a really great movie.
Well, kudos to the law enforcement community.
Great job, law enforcement.
So many agencies working together.
Get this trash off the street, for sure. Good job, you guys. All right, another thing happened up in Marysville. Border Patrol broke up a drug and gun ring. Did you see this?
Oh, yeah.
What the heck? Up in Marysville, Department of Homeland Security Investigations, HSI, they broke up and the Border Patrol, who worked with them, a trafficking drug and gun ring. This was from the U.S. Border Patrol chief posted this. In a coordinated surge with HSI, Border Patrol agents dismantled a drug and firearms trafficking ring leading to multiple arrests and the seizure of weapons and narcotics. These criminals will be fully prosecuted following an order of deportation. That's wild.
Good people doing good work.
And that's
the law enforcement, not the drug gang.
Yeah. No, I got it. And that's just I'm looking at this picture that they posted. This was in Marysville, Washington.
Small town
I'm
America.
Up in Marysville all the time.
Right?
All the time. That's up in my neck of the woods.
But that could be in any state in America. It really could.
They're in a totally normal, like bucolic-looking, nice little neighborhood, and you have a full-on military Humvee who's breaking up a drug and gun ring in the early morning hours, and you're just like, man, what the heck is happening?
They're here. They're
Craziness. Crazy, but good for them. They didn't say yet how many drugs and guns were seized, but they got those folks out of that neighborhood, as they should be.
And you know it's an international drug ring, right?
It's crazy.
I mean, I'm speculating here. It's got international ties to the drugs or the guns.
Where are they getting the drugs and guns?
Sure, right.
And where they're not smuggling them out of Marysville into another country.
From Carnation. No.
Yeah.
No, no, not from
you're
Carnation.
Right. The only thing you're getting out of there is tulips.
And I don't want to get partisan on this, but this is what these organizations are supposed to be doing. HSI,
That's a lot
Border
what
Patrol.
Doing.
That's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing.
Except, and I know we've got another story, but we got the ICE stories are everywhere.
ICE is doing a lot of this too.
Well,
ICE is getting criminals. They're getting child predators. They're getting people with deportation orders.
I'm with you.
Orders of deport. Yeah, a lot of them.
But a lot of the resources and manpower from the organizations like HSI and Border Patrol are being diverted to immigration work. And I know that they're getting hardened criminals off the streets.
Aren't these two? It sounds like the people that they arrested are being deported.
Oh, that's all I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the resources that the federal government's law enforcement resources, oftentimes, and I could give you examples, are being diverted from their intended purposes to go check papers, to go round up people outside the Home Depot, to raid high schools. I'm telling you,
I got to push back.
Resources are being diverted to the ICE initiative.
I see a lot of stories. Are you okay with them rounding up criminals?
Absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
Great. Then we don't disagree on that.
Not at all. Not at all.
Let me ask you this question: this new bill introduced by Representative Tara Simmons, Democrat, Bremerton. Have you seen this?
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm going to read you the first few lines of this bill. Introduced is the ICE Out Act of 2026. HB 2641. Prohibits all Washington state law enforcement agencies from hiring anybody who has hired as a sworn officer of U.S. Immigrations and Custom Enforcement on or after January 20th, 2025. So you cannot, any agent, any law enforcement agent, you cannot hire somebody.
Right. With a history of working for ICE.
With a history of working for ICE. Yeah. Very specific date she uses there. She said, in Washington, we have worked incredibly hard to build trust between law enforcement community, said Simmons. In most Washington agencies, the men and women who step up to serve have developed a culture of holding each other accountable to the highest professional standards. The last thing we need is affiliation of ICE agents trained during the Trump administration to send us backwards. So you notice that date, January 20th, 2025. Yeah. What do you think of that?
It's got a date of historical significance. I'll give you that.
Trump's first day in office,
Trump's first
second
day
term.
In office, you betcha.
So do you think this is a good or a bad idea? This bill?
I hate posturing. I hate theatrical political moves, which
Does
is
this
what
seem
this.
like this?
Oh, you think?
Yeah, a little
this
bit.
is completely theatrical.
Yeah. It feels like it.
Here's what's the message she's trying to say?
ICE out.
I get it. Yeah.
It's the name of the bill.
It fits on
ICE
a button.
Out Act.
It fits on a button. Right?
Sure.
No, what she's trying to say is that she feels...
If it fits on a button, I like it.
I like it. That's how long my attention span is. Welcome to America 2026. What she's saying is that and I somewhat agree with her message here, not her proposed legislation.
Okay.
I think ICE is inadequately trained. I think because they have lowered requirements, what it takes to be a law enforcement officer, as opposed to what it takes to be an ICE agent. They've reduced the amount of training involved before someone is put on the street.
You're the opposite of what you just said, right? You meant lower. You said lower for a police officer than what it takes to be an ICE agent. Are you saying?
I bet that. Yeah, I spun that around. My apologies. The training and requirements are much higher for any law enforcement agency in the country than they are for ICE. They've shortened the amount of training required to become an ICE agent. They've lowered the standards required to become an ICE agent. So people are joining ICE left, right, and center. They got tenfold. They increased the budget for ICE tenfold during this last big, beautiful bill.
I can't speak to how much the budget changed, but I'll take your word.
ICE is well funded,
sure,
and it's well staffed. $50,000 bonuses.
Yeah, that's
they're bringing people in left, right, and center.
Mm-hmm.
A reporter, I think it was for Slate, but I might be misquoting the news agency, went undercover and applied for an ICE job. And as an expose, to try to bust how easy it is to get a nice job, and the guy got hired. Lied on his resume. They didn't do any kind of background check on the guy.
Who was the reporter?
I'll look into it. I saw the story, and I can't remember if it was Slate or somebody else.
Gotcha.
My point being, this legislation is proposed because this legislator is trying to make a statement that ICE is poorly trained, and these people that are taking ICE jobs, who are oftentimes working beyond the scope of their...
She doesn't want them to have any future employment opportunities if they work for
She's
ICE.
trying to brand them as ICE agents. They're unhireable by any law enforcement agency in the state of Washington. I think this is, first off, not just theatrical to the point of wasting everybody's time, but it's also insulting to everybody that works for ICE, because not everybody that works for ICE is abusing their position.
We just were talking about how if they're going after a criminal...
Some of the people, and I would venture to guess that a very large portion of ICE officers, ICE agents, are doing good work. Are doing responsible work.
Probably the vast majority.
I wouldn't go that far.
Really? You wouldn't say the majority? So you say the majority is not doing good work?
I don't know. I can't speak to that. There are far too many examples of ICE officers who are poorly trained and excessively abusive of their power. I think I could bring you you've seen hundreds of examples.
I see highlighted examples.
Yeah, hundreds.
I see highlighted examples. They're doing a lot of these things. I would not say it's the majority.
I didn't say it was the majority.
Yeah,
so there's far too many.
I think the vast majority.
Okay, I'll give you that. The vast majority are doing good work, staying within the boundaries of their authority. Mm-hmm. The vast majority. That's fair to say.
Do you think it's fair to say that the depiction of ICE currently is different than ICE was depicted in previous administrations?
Yes.
Do you think that the amount of deportations being more in previous administrations than under Trump has any context in the conversation?
Sure. Absolutely.
There was no negative stories really that I saw.
There weren't these abuses of power.
Well,
under those administrations, there weren't.
What you call abuse of power is you could look back at some of these same stories. You're talking about people who are separating children from families, which would happen when somebody gets arrested. The child has to be placed with somebody, right? So they're separated from a family.
Yeah, we can give examples to make our points, sure.
That's depicted as detaining a child.
Yeah, but nobody in the Biden or Obama or any other administration has given ICE agents directives, like Stephen Miller has done, to say you have absolute federal immunity to do the job any way you see fit. No one has. There wasn't a memo issued by other of those administrations saying ICE has the ability to go bust down a door without a warrant.
Did you see?
Because these are unconstitutional orders that are being given by this administration. That's why ICE is being viewed differently.
Let me ask you this question.
Sure.
This Tara Simmons here. Do you know her background?
I don't.
Did you know that she was incarcerated for 30 months?
I did not.
Did you know that she now sits on a committee where she helps formerly incarcerated people find jobs and to get pardons and vacations for their previous crimes?
Okay.
And is there no sense of irony at all? Listen to this. This is a Kitsap Sun article when her past was vacated officially in court. She has since gone it. She turned her life around, which is nice.
Yeah,
it's great.
Nice. Yeah, it was a great story.
She got a law degree. She's now an elected official. Yeah. She says, I can't believe it's finally here. I haven't been able to completely heal from that whole thing. You can't heal when you're so worried about how you're going to provide for yourself when you get out of prison, because prisons are an oppressive and traumatizing place to be. Yeah, how'd you get there? You're exposed to violence if you're not victimized yourself. You're talked down to by the staff and the guards because you're, quote unquote, a bad person. Here's her background. Long before she became a state rep, this is all in Kitsap Sun, Simmons struggled with traumatic upbringing and a substance abuse disorder that led her to incarceration for more than 3 years for an assortment of crimes. She was released in 2013 following her convictions on theft and drug crimes. She trained as a nurse. Then she went to Seattle University School of Law. She became a member of Washington State Bar Association, elected state legislator. Great for her.
Great story.
Great story.
Yeah.
And yet she's saying all of these people who she disagrees with, who may not even be breaking any laws, just somebody hired after January 20th, deserves no employment in any law enforcement agency in the future in Washington State. And yet she herself, who was in prison for 3 years, she deserves to have everything wiped clean, and that's fine. She can turn her life around. But all these people she's talking about, they deserve none of that same consideration.
You know, you can say that people turn their life of crime because of an abusive youth or because of drug addictions. Those are all true for a lot of people. Those are the elements of their lives. She turned her life around. She was a victim of the circumstances in which she was raised.
She's not even saying that the people in ICE are breaking any laws. She's saying if you are a hired ICE person who was hired after January 20th, you're not even allowed to work in law enforcement in Washington State. Do you think that sounds fair?
No, I said it was a theatrical piece of legislation. I think it's an idiotic thing to propose. She's saying that people who decide to join ICE are somehow morally lacking. That's what she's making by this statement.
And she's wrong about that.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm with you. And she's generalizing, casting a net to define everybody who works for ICE as morally bankrupt and unemployable.
It's really a shame for her to suggest something like this and to be so short-sighted. Also, the irony to me seems kind of crazy.
Well, I think it's hypocrisy, but as much as irony.
But you and me are like logical, normal thinking people. But whatever. All right, a lot of stuff we're going to get to. Stick around. We'll be right back.
This hour is brought to you by Insulation Northwest.
Choke Points with Chris Sullivan, presented by Carter Subaru.
More like Choke Point. The new year brings a big new headache for the thousands of you commuting south on I-5 into Seattle. The latest phase of Revive I-5 is underway, and it won't be finished anytime soon. I've got you covered with traffic on the 3s every morning from 6 to 9 on Seattle's Morning News. Nate Connors has you covered every afternoon. We're always hunting for alternate routes, and we'll help you get where you need to be a little faster. On KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM.
Your old furnace ain't nice, and your toes are like ice. DayandNight.net. Day and Night gives you a free furnace or water heater with installation of an AC or heat pump.
If you're not sure your furnace will make it through another winter, call us to install a proper, long-lasting, efficient heating system backed by our lifetime workmanship guarantee, so you won't be left out in the cold.
Install an AC or heat pump and get a free furnace or water heater from Day and Night Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. DayandNight.net.
For almost 50 years, over 90,000 homeowners have trusted Home Comfort Alliance, including me, John Curley here. If comfort and energy savings matter to you, now is the time. Save up to $2,000 on a new Lennox heating and cooling system. Home Comfort Alliance will replace your system with one tailored to your home's layout and energy optimization. Visit HomeComfortAlliance.com to save up to $2,000 on a Lennox and schedule a free consultation. For heating, cooling, plumbing, or electrical, call the comfort people. Home Comfort Alliance.
Alliance. Well, this week's First Mark Challenge victory goes to Robert. Robert, why did you call First Mark Insurance?
I heard an ad, and my wife and I had just got our policy renewals from our previous provider, and everything had gone up quite a bit, 30-40%, so I thought I'd give it a try. It was a pleasant experience, very easy. It only took a couple of days to get the good news back.
And were they able to save you money?
Yeah, we were able to save well over $1,000. Not only did we save money, our agent found that we had some gaps in coverage, and they were able to not only save money, but improve our coverage.
Well, now you can be a good friend, and you can tell everybody about it.
Well, I have. I've, in fact, passed it on to a couple of my good friends, and they're taking the challenge as well. So it's been great.
Robert did it. My family did it. Now you got to do it, and it's totally free. Go take the First Mark Challenge today. See how much they can save you and how much better your coverage will get. Maybe you can be our next First Mark Challenge victory. Just go to firstmarkinsurance.com. Firstmarkinsurance.com.
Everybody loves the season of giving, but now the season of paying for it is upon us. That not so wonderful time of the year when millions of Americans open their credit card statements, stare in horror at the balance, and resolve then and there to find new ways to save money. If you're among those Americans, why not start by cutting your wireless bill in half right now with Pure Talk's Saver Plan? It's easy. You'll get unlimited talk, text, and 3 gigs of high-speed data on a super-fast, nationwide 5G network for just $20 a month. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and you'll save an additional 50% off your first month. Ho, ho, ho. And if you're active or former military or a first responder, you'll save an additional 20% every single month. That's pound 250. Say Mike Rowe for the gift that keeps on saving from America's wireless company. Pure Talk.
The first few steps that I took in the morning were pretty painful.
This is Carlos.
I mean, I had been told by multiple orthopedic surgeons that there was no alternative for me.
That wasn't what he wanted to hear. You see, Carlos is an active guy.
I played basketball, and for 3 to 4 days after, my knees would just be so swollen. And now I can play basketball, and there is no swelling. There is no pain in the knees.
No swelling, no pain, because Carlos went to see Dr. Mark Wagner, MD, at Seattle Sports and Regenerative Medicine for stem cell therapy.
I'm just happy to be able to be out there. And then knowing that tomorrow I am not going to suffer for this.
What do you say to your friends and family who are in pain?
I say, I had horrible knee pain and stem cells really worked for me. You might want to go to Dr. Wagner, just get a consultation before you have surgery.
Consider stem cell therapy with Dr. Mark Wagner, MD, at Seattle Sports and Regenerative Medicine. Schedule your consultation at drmarkwagnermd.com.
Guys, your New Year goals start now. Get limited time savings on our most popular treatments at Revive Men's Health. Visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com to see if you qualify to save hundreds.
It's clogged again.
Your drain?
Just had it cleared.
You didn't call Apollo Plumbing.
How can you tell?
Because your drain's clogged again.
So frustrating.
We can clear that drain.
That's what the last guy said.
We'll clear it, guaranteed.
He said that too.
Apollo Plumbing will clear your drain, or it's free.
Wait, what?
Apollo Plumbing clears your drain.
Or it's free?
Yep.
What's the catch?
No catch.
Fine print?
Apollo Plumbing clears your main drain for $83.
$83, or it's free?
And we'll even give you a camera inspection.
Because?
It's the best way to find what's causing your clog.
But that's extra.
Nope. Included.
No extra charge?
Not 1 cent.
$83, or it's free.
All it takes is an accessible outside cleanout.
And an Apollo plumber.
No clog is safe from Apollo Plumbing.
And just like that, my main drain is...
draining again.
How can you...
Apollo plumbers are that good.
$83, or it's free.
You call, we come.
My drain's draining again.
Guaranteed.
$83, or it's free.
As it should be.
Apollo Plumbing.
ApolloPlumbing.com.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM, Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon, I'm Aaron Granillo. Tragedy hit Mount Rainier National Park, where 2 people died while climbing. KIRO 7 TV's Dee Dee Sun reports their bodies were recovered near Wilson Glacier.
Officials say rangers started searching Saturday after the climbers' permits were overdue and contacts reported them missing. Their vehicles were found in the Paradise parking lot. Harsh weather kept helicopters grounded, but ground crews finally reached the motionless climbers Tuesday. Authorities will release their names and causes of death when they're ready.
US 2 between Coles Corner and Leavenworth could open this March. That is what the Washington Department of Transportation is aiming for after last month's storm closed that stretch of highway. WashDOT's Steve Rourke.
We've identified 50, think of these as work orders, emergency work orders. We've identified 50 sites that we are tracking and making repairs at.
Initial damage estimates are between $40 and $50 million. WashDOT hopes to get most of that money from the federal government. Now to the closing bell report. Blue Origin is blasting into the satellite internet business.
I'm Jillian Raftery. The Kent-based company announced plans for a network called TerraWave. It could include more than 5,400 satellites, most in low Earth orbit. According to the Puget Sound Business Journal, launches are expected to start in late 2027. Blue Origin says the service will focus on enterprise and government customers.
One of Seattle's biggest real estate projects is back on track. The two-tower development near Denny Way and I-5 now has a new builder. Its signature feature is a Boeing 747 fuselage that is connecting those towers. Puget Sound Business Journal reports the installation should be finished by late February. On Wall Street today, solid gains. The Dow up 306, NASDAQ gained 211, S&P 500 up by 38 points. Let's go now to the real-time traffic desk and check in with Nate Connors.
Hey, thanks, Aaron. Lake Washington Windows and Doors has the update. The commute's looking really good across the map. Only a couple backups, and we'll start you down in DuPont North 5. You've got about a 2-mile, pretty thick backup near Center Street from an earlier stall. That cleared about 15 minutes ago, so we're in recovery mode here. Olympia to Tacoma, you're pushing 40 minutes, about a 10-minute delay. Here in Seattle, to no surprise, North 5, a brief backup at I-90, and then again just past Mercer across the Ship Canal Bridge. South 405 has some building volumes to Newcastle. Nothing heavy, though. You'll clear out near Northeast 44th by the VMAC, Bellevue to Renton, just 15 minutes. All of our passes are looking good this afternoon, reporting no restrictions. Here's some drive times for you. Linwood to Seattle, 15 minutes. Federal Way to Seattle, less than 10 minutes. Bellevue to Everett is a half hour. Save $600 off windows and $1,500 off doors from Lake Washington Windows and Doors. Plus, enjoy 12 months, same as cash financing. Don't wait. Visit lakewashingtonwindows.com today. KIRO News Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
Seeing a bit more clouds today. Tomorrow morning fog followed by sunshine and then mostly sunny through the weekend. Right now, 41 degrees in downtown Seattle. I'm Aaron Granillo, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
All right, welcome back to the show. We are going to take a half a second break from newsy talk things. And Spike, I'm going to play you. I saw this thing floating around X the other day. Check me out there at Jake Skorheim 1. Floating around. What's that? Your mic's not on. There he is.
That's because I wasn't in the room. We were talking Seahawks.
The number one. I might have another X account that I don't remember the password for, so I started a separate one. Added the number one.
Fair enough. That's how I update my passwords, by the way.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So I saw this thing floating around, and this felt true to me, and I thought this was really cool.
Okay.
Certain birds that you hear outside, especially in the morning, certain birds with a certain frequency of, what is it? It's tweeting? Is that what
singing.
It is? Singing.
Yeah.
Singing is better. Is actually good at releasing endorphins in your body, like positive, happy endorphins in your body.
Okay.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just there to be given to you. If you take the time to listen to it, it will actually, and think about it, like when you sit outside quietly and you listen to these noises.
Oh, it's nothing better.
Doesn't it don't you find it to be peaceful
Absolutely.
and calming?
Sure. Yes.
And the reason is it's releasing.
There's a scientific chemical release in your brain reacting to this. Is it the song of a particular bird, or is it the frequency with which they sing?
It's the frequency. I think it's probably some specific birds. But I'm going to play this for you. This is like a little gift to you from our show. I want to make you feel better. And so we're going to play this high frequency. It's a 432 hertz frequency.
Okay.
I'm going to play it for you. And
it's a frequency only hunters can hear, ironically enough.
Only hunters can hear. Yes. Listen to this. Okay, this is... And do you want to take a guess at what this bird is, or do you want me to tell you right off the bat?
No, I'll try.
Okay, you'll take a guess. Yeah. Okay. And you, listening audience, you guys can do this as well. This might be an ongoing thing that we start doing on the show.
Bird
Like, we're
calls?
trying to help you out. We might start doing bird noises.
Great.
We'll do a segment called, hey,
Well-
what's your bird noise today?
Name that bird.
Name that bird. We should start doing that. We can become birders. That's a big community out there.
It is.
And they're
It could become
very
their
serious.
favorite show. You know, if we play this in the background while we just talk about any other topic, it might help our numbers.
Think of every time we play a Katie Wilson clip, if we immediately followed it with this, you just feel better.
I'm feeling better already. Play me the bird.
Here's the bird.
Give me the bird, Jake. I think I know the bird.
Isn't that nice?
I think I know the bird.
What is it?
I think that's a golden-throated curly. Listen, play it again.
Okay.
You hear that's the cadence of
Instead of golden-throated curly?
Hear the cadence of an auctioneer.
You're right. That
And I go
could
20,
be.
25, 25, 30, 35,
And
35,
boy,
40,
doesn't his
45.
new face look
right?
great.
Right? Sorry, I don't know. I'm not that good.
No,
I
it's
don't
a
remember.
winter wren. It
A
is
wren.
a winter wren.
A wren, okay.
Just a little bird.
Yeah.
I'm a religious person, so
Mm-hmm.
in my head, I was like, God, put these birds out there.
Absolutely.
So that we sit out there in the morning, and we can sit out there with our coffee, and we can just listen to these birds lift our souls and our spirits.
Beautiful.
This is what we need to do more of in life, right?
Stop and listen to the birds.
Stop and listen to the birds.
Smell the roses. I mean, all these old euphemisms that have lasted for eons. You ever heard the phrase, you need to go touch grass?
Yes.
Right? People who are stuck in cubicles all day, who don't commune with nature.
It is often quoted to people when they get in online fights. Touch grass.
Yes, get
Like,
outside,
you
see the world.
inside troll.
Right?
Yes.
Take your shoes off, walk through a green field.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it soothes, not just soothes the soul.
It's
You're
a,
right.
It's a heavenly noise. I think God created it to soothe our soul, and here it is one more time. It's our gift to you.
It's
Just 'cause
wonderful.
that's what we like to do. And in a second, in about 5 seconds, or like 30 seconds, I'm going to play the opposite. I'm going to play a lady who happened upon some duck hunters, and she doesn't like hunting, and she let them know. So it's going to kind of do the opposite. But before we get there, let's listen to the winter wren at 432 hertz. Here you go. Oh.
Hey, 5 and a 5 and a 5 and a 5 and a 10 and a 5 and a... Can you hear it?
Tiny little bird auctioneer.
Yeah, it's sold to the relaxed gentleman at table 5.
That's amazing. Let me play you 2 more birds before I play this lady. In fact, I'm going to have to play her after the break.
Okay.
Quick tease ahead to after the break.
Mm-hmm.
Do not miss this. If you guys are listening and hanging out in your car and you're thinking about missing the next segment,
Mm-hmm.
don't. It is wild to me. The lady I'm about to play is if she were a bird in nature, she'd be a
warbling Karen?
Yeah, I was good. Perfect. Yes.
Not a wren.
A thin-skinned
a
Karen. Yeah, a thin-skinned Karen. You're 100%. Yes. She happens upon these duck hunters. It's locally here.
Oh.
It just went viral.
So what's she doing on a duck hunt?
I'm gonna play you.
Okay.
A clip. It's crazy.
Can't wait.
When we come back, we're gonna play. But before we get to break, I'm gonna play you 2 other birds. That first was a winter wren.
Mm-hmm.
Take a guess at this one. See if you can guess this one.
It almost sounds like a gull.
It sounds like a gull. It sounds like a gull.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks. I guess all birds kind of look alike, so I don't think that's fair.
Is it an osprey? Is it a seahawk? Are you?
It's in the family of.
Okay. It's a falcon?
No.
Okay.
It is a bird of prey.
Okay.
We love it in America.
Is it a bald eagle?
It's a bald eagle.
You know, I couldn't hear the windmill.
It made me want to stand up and salute that thing.
Play that again.
God bless that
Play
eagle.
and stand when you play that, mister. Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Best country in the
Sounds
world.
like
Look at
freedom.
that.
Sounds like freedom.
It
Strength.
does sound like freedom.
Strength. The courage of your convictions. Uh-huh.
All right, last one. Last one. There you go. Here you go. Last one. Take a guess.
Come on. Pretend you have feathers.
No, I'm just joking.
What's that Bart?
That's Big Bird.
Big Bird?
Yeah.
That wasn't Big Bird.
That was Big Bird.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, you want to hear him again? This doesn't soothe my soul. Big Bird doesn't soothe my soul.
Come on. Pretend you have feathers and dance like a bird like us.
No.
Flap your wings.
That's the new Big Bird, maybe.
I don't know what he is. Yeah, he's a Big Bird. He's dressed up as Big Bird.
Carol Spinney, if I'm remembering correctly, the voice of Big Bird was. I may have the
that might be right.
Performer.
Yeah,
that's not the Big
that
Bird.
doesn't
I grew
sound
up
like
with,
him.
No.
Okay.
Anyway,
I prefer the winter
There's
wren.
a new groom. There's a new Kermit. There's a new. I get it. Things happen. Time moves on.
Yeah, we get it.
In my day, Big Bird kind of like a bird, say? Yeah.
But he did sound good. I
Sound
like Big
great.
Bird back
Yeah,
in the
Big Bird's
day.
great,
This one, I don't like the sound of this as much. It's certainly no bald eagle. It's definitely not a winter wren. All right, when we come back, we were going to do something else, but I got to play you this clip. It's just, here's what I don't understand about this lady. And I'm going to play this for you in a second. It's like nearly a minute long. Nobody asks her to be there. She's not invited. She doesn't need to be there.
Right.
And yet she feels compelled to insert herself in such an aggressive way.
As the North American Karen often does.
As a North American Karen.
Yeah, often. They're
And
an
these guys-
invasive species.
These guys have guns.
Sorry.
Like a guy would never do this. If I saw a group of guys out there hunting, and for some reason
you feel like injecting yourself into their weekend.
You know what I wouldn't do? I wouldn't scream at them like a nut job. It's the funniest video you're going to hear all day. You're going to simultaneously hate me and thank me for playing it. But you're going to hear it. But you're going to hear it next. All right, stick around. We'll be right back.
The Closing Bell is brought to you by Trajan Wealth Management.
We are finally just about set.
One win away from the Super Bowl.
Touchdown, Seahawks! A perfect pass by Darnold.
Here's Steve Rabel and Dave Wyman call the NFC Championship game.
These guys, they take it very seriously.
Seahawks, Rams, Sunday at Lumen Field. Kickoff at 3:30.
I really had a hard time hearing thanks to the 12s.
The road to the Super Bowl runs through Seattle and the home of the Seahawks. KIRO News Radio.
An illegal alien from Guatemala charged with raping a child in Massachusetts. An MS-13 gang member from El Salvador accused of murdering a Texas man. A Venezuelan charged with filming and selling child pornography in Michigan. These are just some of the heinous migrant criminals caught because of President Donald J. Trump's leadership. I'm Kristi Noem, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. Under President Trump, attempted illegal border crossings are at the lowest levels ever recorded, and over 100,000 illegal aliens have been arrested. If you are here illegally, you're next. You will be fined nearly $1,000 a day, imprisoned, and deported. You will never return. But if you register using our CBP Home app and leave now, you could be allowed to return legally. Do what's right. Leave now. Under President Trump, America's laws, border, and families will be protected.
Sponsored by the United States Department of Homeland Security.
For seniors, the new year is a good time to reassess finances. If you're struggling with bills, our friend Steve Teitler of Best Mortgage says a reverse mortgage may be a great way to ease your stress.
Seniors tell me all the time, we love our home, we'd love to stay here, but we just can't afford it anymore. A reverse mortgage lets you tap your home equity for tax-free cash to pay off your mortgage, pay off your debts, and maybe put some extra money in the bank. You've worked hard for that home equity. Now let your home work for you. And best of all, you'll have no mortgage payments the rest of your life.
And you always talk to a real person, not an AI robot.
That's right. You'll get a no-pressure consultation directly from me. Never a sales pitch and never an AI bot.
Honest advice you can trust from Best Mortgage, the reverse mortgage experts, the VA loan and debt consolidation experts too. 425-649-6000. Best Mortgage, 425-649-6000.
Hey, Brock Ewart here with my buddy Dave Taylor from First Mark Insurance. You know, Dave, I love sport. You love sport. And I love sitting with coaches and hearing their game plan each and every week. What are the keys to a First Mark Insurance game plan?
It's a great question, Brock. I think there's really 3 keys to a great game plan with us. Number 1 is we want to make sure that our clients have the correct coverage for their unique specific needs. So that's number 1. Do you have the right coverage? Number 2, once we have the right coverage, are we getting that coverage at the most competitive price possible? And then last and not least would be, once we have the right coverage at the most competitive price, are we providing world-class service to those customers so that when they need it, they have someone there that's got their back.
Those are the 3 keys to a First Mark Challenge victory. And man, am I so glad Molly and I took the challenge. We are one of so many through a decade plus of being a First Mark Challenge victory. You can too. Just simply go to firstmarkinsurance.com, firstmarkinsurance.com.
Be advised, this is your opportunity to save up to 40 to 80% on a hot tub or swim spa this weekend only, Friday through Sunday, Linwood Event Center. Be advised, this is your opportunity to save up to 40 to 80% on a hot tub or swim spa this weekend only, Friday through Sunday, Linwood Event Center. 18-month interest-free financing. Our factories have demanded we sell 1,000 hot tubs and swim spas this weekend. Linwood Event Center. Huge factory incentives, factory rebates, this weekend only. Linwood Event Center. We can remove your old hot tub. Free delivery of your new hot tub. Hot tub starting at $2,999. Linwood Event Center. Free delivery of your new hot tub. Just relax and enjoy. Linwood Event Center. Friday, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Free admission, free parking, free delivery. Linwood Event Center. Call 833-SPA-SALE or visit hottubandSwimSpaSale.com.
Thank you, Dr. Wagner. I have a really bad left hip. In fact, this other doctor's like, well, you're going to have to get a hip replacement. I was like, oh, my God. He goes, how old are you? I told him, well, you're going to have to wait a couple of years because we don't want you to wear the hip out. We want you and the hip to both go to heaven together. I was like, well, in the meantime, well, try stretching, aspirin. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm in pain. I can't sleep. I could barely walk. I'd get off a plane and I'm like struggling to even make it down the ramp. I go to see Dr. Wagner. He explains to me how the stem cell procedure works. It's 90 minutes, and I'm telling you right now, I love it. So rather than surgery, make an appointment to see Dr. Wagner. It could be the game changer for you, like it's been for a whole bunch of other people as well. So whether it's your hip or your wrist or your shoulder, your knee, check out Dr. Mark Wagner. I'm telling you right now, stem cell procedure could be the answer for you, as it's been for me. You want to find out more? drmarkwagnermd.com. That's drmarkwagnermd.com.
File now with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They'll find every credit and deduction or your money back. File today the easy way in the Credit Karma app.
The real estate market is picking up and you want to sell with the best. You need to work with the Novak team. Mike Novak guarantees to sell your home in 21 days. If not, he'll sell it for free. Go to meetthenovaks.com. I'll spell it for you. Meet the Novaks Novaks.com.
Life's expensive enough, isn't it? Groceries, gas, kids' activities. Sometimes your roof needs replacing, but your budget says not now. Hi, I'm Justin Shirley, CEO of State Roofing and Exteriors. We want to help with an offer to lift that weight off your shoulders. Get 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for up to 24 months. Or save up to $3,000 on a new roof today. Call 866-ROOF-ROOF or visit stateroofing.com.
All right, welcome back to the show. Before the break, Spike and I were in the middle of our new regular segment called Bird Noises. We're listening to this beautiful winter wren, 432 hertz. People love it. You recognize it.
It was wonderful.
Oh, it's the best. It actually makes your body release happy endorphins.
I like it.
And it's better. It's good for you. It's a good thing. This does the opposite. This will make you clench, and this will make you feel gross, what I'm about to play for you. There was a local lady. We don't know her name, but let's call her Karen. And there was these guys that were duck hunting, and they're on the beach, and it's kind of beautiful. And the way that duck hunting works, do you see a lot of duck hunters out in your area?
No.
Okay.
No,
I see them all the time. Like when I'm driving over to my neck of the woods.
Okay.
When I'm driving over the trestle, you can look out on that big marshy area. Yeah. There's parking down there, and there's always a couple of guys walking out there in orange vests.
I didn't think you could hunt that close to like major population areas.
Well, listen, the spray on a shotgun is it's a good distance away.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about hunting, to be honest. I'm not a hunter.
Okay, so you have to have the correct license. You got to have just like any hunting, you got to get the right tag to do it. Yeah, there's certain birds you're not allowed to shoot.
Sure.
There's certain Canadian geese that you got to make sure you don't get a Canadian goose.
Sure. Yeah.
There
are seasons and restrictions aplenty. It's a safe.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's good for the environment.
Good for the environment.
I know enough about hunting to know that it's resource management. And if you don't hunt these birds, they become overpopulated and the resources
Listen, if we didn't have hunters out there, you couldn't throw a rock without hitting a duck.
That's right.
Good luck. But because we have hunters. But okay, so these 3 guys are hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And they're on the beach. We don't even know which beach specifically, but it's in the Pacific Northwest. It's quite clear. And this lady from way down the beach walks up to them, and in the distance, and I had to do a lot of bleeping to play this cut. Wore out the bleep button, but this lady in the far off distance, she starts screaming, "Bleep you!" She's not saying bleep.
Oh.
We hear bleep. Bleep you! Bleep you! You're watching the video right now. Bleep you, she yells. And she gets closer and closer and closer. And again, these are 3 grown men with guns. Hunters. What is she thinking? I have no idea. She's just lost her mind, it seems. But listen to this. This is just crazy. And these guys are sitting there because they're filming themselves having a good time.
Sure.
And they're like, what? What is this? What's happening here? Listen to this.
What kind of bird is that? How? Bird is that?
First.
She sounds like a crow.
Oh, she's saying blank off.
She's saying blank off.
Oh, my God.
And she's walking closer to them.
Get the hell out of here! You're not welcome! Go away!
Just losing her mind.
Oh, my God.
She actually really does sound like a bird. If I'm
She
being
does.
honest.
Luckily, she's not wearing bright yellow leggings and a black sweatshirt, maybe a cap with an orange bill on it. Because they couldn't tell the difference.
That would be funny if she just happened to have been wearing
a Daffy Duck hat that she got at the Warner Brothers theme store.
I have one of those at my house.
You can send it to her.
Oh my gosh,
she's so good at the impression though. They may mistake her for live.
She walks up to them and she's yelling and screaming at them, and then she sees all these ducks on the water, so she picks up rocks to throw to scare the ducks away.
So they don't get shot by the bad hunters.
Get shot by the bad hunters. And one of the hunters has to tell her something unfortunate.
These are decoys, not ducks.
These are decoys, not real ducks.
Look, you've scared them to death. They're stiff.
She's tricked exactly as a duck might be tricked.
Well, same, they say the duck's brain is very small.
Well,
and the North American wallering Karen. Warbling Karen.
Around here. This is public property.
Exactly my point. Thanks for proving our point.
This is public.
Don't shoot anything alive, you.
Already dead.
I don't care.
They're already dead.
I don't like shooting you, f***s.
Those birds identified as dead already.
Yeah. Those birds identified as dead already. She just kind of.
Their pronouns were.
It's wild. What? Honestly, though, let's diagnose her for just a half second.
Sure. Well, how do we get here? Right.
How did she get to the point where she's approaching these grown men with guns?
Yeah.
Doing something which she doesn't like, and think to herself, she's a diminutive, small, old lady. She's what, 70-something? She's
probably 60s to 70s. But maybe she lived well. If she didn't smoke, she's probably 70.
In the next 20 seconds, how did she get there?
The sense of entitlement that social media has infected into our society.
I think you're right.
The sense of the lack of accountability.
I think you're right.
And I'm not suggesting, but she acts like a woman who's never been punched in the nose.
Well, that's a unique. Guys grow up differently than women.
Yeah.
We grew up with the threat of getting into violent fights,
or the consequences of your
stupidity,
your actions, your words, your screaming, your barking at people.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope that didn't raise your blood pressure too much.
Oh, poor Karen.
We got to go here. We'll be right back. We got a lot more. Stick around.
Choke Points with Chris Sullivan. Presented by Carter Subaru.
More like Choke Point. The new year brings a big new headache for the thousands of you commuting south on I-5 into Seattle. The latest phase of Revive I-5 is underway, and it won't be finished anytime soon. I've got you covered with traffic on the 3s every morning from 6 to 9 on Seattle's Morning News. Nate Connors has you covered every afternoon. We're always hunting for alternate routes, and we'll help you get where you need to be a little faster. On KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Your best source for local news. KIRO Newsradio, Northwest News.
Doctors King and Kopstein from K2 Vision.
If you're over 50 and you've been diagnosed with a cataract, or your vision is changing as you're developing an early cataract, you could be a perfect candidate for K2 Vision RLE.
It's inevitable. At some point, typically in your 60s or 70s, you'll have a dysfunctional lens that eventually becomes a cataract. To restore your vision, you will someday need a procedure such as refractive lens exchange.
The question is, are you done with glasses? Do you want to spend your good, active years hassling with changing prescriptions and needing readers?
K2 Vision RLE can give you great vision now, permanently, and you'll never develop that cataract. The procedure is quick and painless, and our state-of-the-art custom lens technologies give highly predictable outcomes.
K2 Vision surgeons have performed nearly 100,000 procedures. We know when RLE is right for you.
Find out. Schedule a free Zoom consultation at k2visionrle.com.
K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers. Your old furnace ain't nice, and your toes are like ice. DayandNight.net. Day and Night gives you a free furnace or water heater with installation of an AC or heat pump.
If you're not sure your furnace will make it through another winter, call us to install a proper, long-lasting, efficient heating system backed by our lifetime workmanship guarantee, so you won't be left out in the cold.
Install an AC or heat pump and get a free furnace or water heater from Day and Night Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric.
DayandNight.net. Download the KIRO Newsradio app, where you can watch us live or stream us live anywhere, anytime.
How would this initiative, whatever this initiative is, how would he fund it?
Stay connected everywhere. Download the KIRO Newsradio app.
Hey, Brock Ewart here with Shannon O'Kelly, President and CEO of IRG Physical and Hand Therapy, inviting you to come work with IRG. And Shannon, what kind of staff are you looking for at IRG?
Brock, we're looking for all kinds of clinical staff, physical therapists, occupational therapists, athletic trainers, certified occupational therapy technicians, physical therapy assistants, you name it on the clinical side. We are looking for those folks. But we are really looking for folks that want to come to an organization that want to be part of our culture and change the culture and work with us to provide the best care and service we can to our patients, our team, and our community. So those clinical people out there, we're looking for you. We also provide advanced certification. We want to provide you mentorship. We want you to grow personally and professionally here at IRG.
With over 40 clinics throughout the Pacific Northwest, you've got the opportunity to work in the city you want. Just head over to irgpt.com/careers. That's irgpt.com/careers.
Your best source for local news. KIRO Newsradio, KIRO FM and HD1, Tacoma, Seattle, Northwest News.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Duke's Mayo.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. Grocery and hardware stores have been busy as a dangerous storm takes aim at the eastern two-thirds of the country. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
States are preparing from Texas to Boston. New York's Governor Kathy Hochul.
All across the state, New Yorkers are at risk of an extreme weather event, the likes of which we have not seen in many years.
And Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger.
Virginia will experience dangerously low temperatures, power outages, and unpredictable road conditions.
The storm is expected to start Friday in New Mexico and Texas and move east through the south, then up to New England. 140 million people are under watches or warnings, in many places, both.
In his first public testimony to Congress, former special counsel Jack Smith defends his handling of investigations into President Trump on classified documents and attempts to reverse the outcome of the 2020 election. Wisconsin GOP Congressman Scott Fitzgerald asked Smith whether he got the job of special counsel because of his friendship with Marshall Miller, Principal Associate Deputy Attorney General, during the Biden administration.
Mr. Miller wanted you in that position, not because you're necessarily the best lawyer he ever met, but because of the long-term friendship that you have with him.
What I can tell you is I have been a prosecutor for 30 years. I have been an apolitical public servant for 30 years. I've prosecuted cases against Democrats and Republicans all the same.
Vice President J.D. Vance stops in Minneapolis and blames state and local officials for the chaos surrounding ICE actions in the city.
There are a lot of things that all of us could do better to lower the temperature, but the number one thing that I learned today is that the best way to facilitate reasonable enforcement of the law, but also to lower the chaos in Minneapolis, would be for state and local officials to cooperate.
As part of a plea deal, former Des Moines, Iowa school superintendent Ian Roberts has pleaded guilty in federal court to falsely claiming U.S. citizenship and illegally possessing firearms. Roberts is originally from Guyana and was arrested by federal immigration agents in September. They found a loaded gun and cash in his vehicle. President Trump at the World Economic Forum in Davos has met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The hour-long meeting between the two focused on bringing an end to the war with Ukraine and Russia. President Trump saying afterwards the meeting was productive.
We hope it's going to end. A lot of people being killed. Last month they had 30,000 people killed, 30,000 mostly soldiers. And it's really a war that has to end.
U.S. stocks regain more of their losses for the week. The Dow jumps 307 points. The Nasdaq closed up 211. The S&P 500 rose 38 points. This is CBS News.
Welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where the mayo is so smooth and creamy, it makes every bite better. Duke's Mayo. Look for the yellow lid.
We are tracking a major outage at Microsoft, but first, Nate Connors is at the real-time traffic desk.
All righty, this report brought to us by Seattle Sports. Tell you what, we're looking great. The only real backup of any concern is right through Seattle, and that is North 5. The backup begins approaching the West Seattle Bridge and goes up to the express lanes. You catch a little break through downtown before entering our Revive I-5 backup that starts just north of Mercer across the Ship Canal. All added up, it's taking you 20 to 25 minutes to clear downtown Seattle. Now, South 5 looks good. We do have building volumes approaching the Ship Canal Bridge down to I-90, Linwood to Seattle, 15 minutes. Both lake bridges are clear. South 405 starting to thicken up through Factoria. Bellevue to Renton, 20 minutes. And we've got our afternoon shift change at the Everett Boeing plant, so eastbound 526 is bumper to bumper right now, leaving the factory and headed over to I-5. Download the Seattle Sports app to stay in the know with the latest news, scores, and opinions about your favorite teams. KIRO News Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
KIRO News Radio, 97.3 FM, Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon, I'm Aaron Granillo. Thousands of Microsoft users are running into trouble today with their email and work apps. Outlook and Teams went down late this morning. Microsoft says some users cannot send or receive email. Others are getting server error messages. Latest update from the company last hour says repairs are underway. Service is being stabilized. The public will have to wait to see exactly what happened during an officer-involved shooting at the Bellevue Transit Center last month. KIRO News Radio's James Lynch explains that decision.
Bellevue Police Chief Wendell Shirley had requested the officer's body-worn camera video be released to the public. That request was sent to the King County Force Investigative Team, and after consulting with the King County Prosecuting Attorney's Office, the decision was made to hold the video so as not to compromise an ongoing legal case. Here's Casey McNurtney with the King County Prosecutor's Office.
We don't want to hand the defense a possible argument that we were interfering with their trial rights. We want this felony case to move forward.
Prosecutors say the video can be released after the trial is over. James Lynch, KIRO News Radio.
A gunfight involving a SWAT team left one person dead in Lacey. KIRO News Radio's Jillian Raftery reports.
It happened Wednesday evening near College Street and 45th. Police say the suspect barricaded themselves inside the apartment with a gun. SWAT moved in and shots were fired. That suspect died despite attempts to save them. No officers were injured and investigators are now handling the case. Jillian Raftery for KIRO News Radio.
It was no surprise inside the Seahawks practice facility today when General Manager John Schneider was named Executive of the Year by the Football Writers of America. Head coach Mike McDonald praised Schneider's leadership.
On how he operates daily, and how he treats everybody in the environment that we've been able to create around here is just, I think that's helped our development of our people.
Hawks are now on the brink of reaching their third Super Bowl with Schneider as GM. This is his first Executive of the Year award. Weather update now. We are looking at some increasing clouds today, tomorrow morning fog, and then lots of sunshine for Friday, dry through the weekends. Right now, 42 degrees in downtown Seattle. I'm Aaron Granillo, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news, serving Western Washington and the world with a KIRO News Radio app. Always streaming live on your smart speakers. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
It's time for the Jake and Spike Show on KIRO News Radio with your hosts, Jake Skorheim and Spike O'Neill.
Welcome back to the show. 2 hours down, man. This show's flying by. Tons of stuff. If you missed our last segment, go back. You are missing out. We just played just the beautiful sounds of a Pacific Northwest Karen in the wild.
Oh, no. Go back to the wren, the northern wren.
Listen to the winter wren first, yes. But then go back and listen to her, too. It's pretty crazy.
Oof.
All right, Spike, I feel really excited. We got a text earlier from a listener. We started the show, I was very frustrated because I sat in 2 hours of traffic this morning on my way in. And the reason I sat in a big chunk of traffic was because they have the Revive I-5 project going on right now.
Sure, the entirety of 2026, basically.
It's just a nightmare. And if you have to drive on I-5 like I do twice a day, your only saving grace, honestly, in the morning sometimes is that they have those express lanes open heading south as they do every day between 5 a.m. and 11 a.m.
Correct.
To alleviate that heavy traffic coming in to town from the north, coming down from the north. And then in the afternoons, they have the traffic leaving the city, heading to parts unknown.
Solid engineering.
Good engineering.
You betcha. Yes.
It's wise that they already do it for a reason because it works. They do it because it works. So it's confusing to me and to us. It sounds like you agree with this, right? That it's kind of confusing. You drive in this traffic
I drive that same way, yeah. I'm a little closer to the city than you are, so I have about an hour and 15, 20-minute commute.
But that's about 45 minutes longer than normal.
Longer than usual, you bet, yeah.
Mine's usually about an hour and change longer than normal. But WashDOT was asked, why have you shut the express lanes down? Why are you not still switching them back and forth, which they have the ability to do? And their answer was simply, it's tough to flip a switch.
Why not have those lanes accessible to incoming traffic, at least for a couple of hours?
The lanes will be open in the northbound direction while we have the 2-lane closures. It's not as easy as flipping a switch to switch them, and so we found that it operates better if we maintain a consistent system rather than take them out of service in order to do the flip the switch back and forth. So it's a better system while we have the closures in place.
She's saying that without actually having experimented with flipping it back and forth.
Well, as earlier when we discussed this topic at the top of our show, because the vitriol we both felt was palpable.
Oh, my goodness.
I said,
so much vitriol.
They flip that switch twice a day at 5 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Now, to be fair, because I like to try to be even-handed and open-minded and see both sides of an issue.
Sure.
When they take and
like
make
a switch,
yeah,
both sides.
funny, ironically enough, yes. When they make that directional change on a daily basis on the I-5 express lanes, it takes a good 15, 20 minutes to do that.
Even longer.
Probably half an hour.
One of our texters texted in. He said, I worked on the I-5 express lane switch.
Because they have to close it down,
for an hour. It takes an hour. They shut it down.
It's an hour.
And we've seen it, too. We've seen every time when I drive by, you see that truck sitting there. It's a
waiting
for truck.
Looking for 11 o'clock.
Waiting for all the stragglers to get out. Then they shut the fence.
Yep.
And then they go and they drive the whole length of the thing to make sure, like
safety first.
Like you said, safety first. I'm not arguing against. I'm not saying to expedite or do any of those processes different. I'm just saying, why are you changing it now, during this whole Revive I-5 thing?
Well, obviously, their stated goal is to help alleviate losing 2 lanes of the northbound I-5 morning commute. Is such an intrusion that they felt they need to mitigate those loss of those 2 lanes by adding the express lanes as a constant northbound. That's their explanation. That was their rationale for making the decision.
I understand the rationale, but the volume of traffic coming north to south is very high, very, very high. More so than the volume of traffic leaving Seattle heading north.
Well, no, but those lanes, those express lanes coming north, are for the lanes coming into the city. Those are for the lanes coming into the city because...
I understand that.
Right?
You still have more people coming in the city from the north than you do from the south.
I think that's true. Obviously, it's true. That's why the express lanes are
Which is why
designed.
they do it every single day they do it. Yeah. So why would they change it during this time? Yeah. So what we've done, somebody suggested this, and I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to jump on this. I'm going to do it. One of our texters said, you should start a change.org petition. Now, I've never started one of those before. I've never done one of those, but I took the initiative and I started it. So I have a change.org petition petition started right now, and you can go and you can read it if you want. We shared it on our Facebook page. I shared it on my Twitter page at Jake Skorheim, and it basically just says this. It says, "Dear WashDOT," very polite, you catch more bees with honey.
Sure.
I said Revive I-5 is well underway for the foreseeable future for the many thousands of commuters who drive south from North Seattle into town every day. We beg you, WashDOT, please open the express lanes for a few hours in the morning to ease the massive traffic backup.
Okay.
And then I cite some statistics and some other things that they're doing currently and why are they changing these practices that are working very well currently. I just think it would be a great idea. So what we need is we actually need people to sign this thing because apparently petitions don't really matter if nobody signs them.
Well, sure, yeah.
So if you could go on our Facebook page, Jake and Spike Facebook page, if you can find me on Twitter or X at Jake Skorheim and sign this petition, that would be great. And then I would like to get this to WashDOT. It is a fair consideration that we're asking.
We're not asking you to just
I'm not telling them how to do their job.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is when Julie Meredith says, we're not switching it because we can't, because it's too difficult to switch.
Mm-hmm.
We know that's not true. Then she says, we're not switching it because we find that it works better when we leave it open, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't tried the other way. They didn't try it the last time, and there was a huge hubbub about it.
It was months of this nightmare. But now we got a whole year.
We got a year. We got at least 10 more months of this very problem that we're facing every single day.
And we're just supposed to suck it up, leave early, cut time away from our family, from our personal
I almost peed in a
lives.
bottle this morning.
Wow.
I had to hold it. That's no fun. Guy my age.
Yeah, they call that a Bezos.
To hold.
When you relieve yourself. No, when you relieve yourself in a bottle in a car. Call that a Bezos.
A Bezos?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It stems from the urban legend of Amazon drivers not being able to take breaks.
Because they're working so much.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start bringing a Gatorade bottle with me every day.
The original vernacular is the Texas catheter.
Okay. Because of the truck drivers.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is why you see a lot of Gatorade bottles on the side of the road.
Never drink the roadside Gatorade. It's not free. It's not left for your relief.
It's not free candy.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't think it's a fair thing, right, to ask them to consider, just to say, hey, you know what? We're willing to consider trying something different.
Yeah. Since we've got a whole year and we're just getting started, it's the second week.
We're all in this together.
Yep.
That's the thing is we're all in this together. And I'm not asking anything of them that they're not willing. I mean, it's a very simple thing, just for a week. I'm talking 10 months of this.
You don't have a guest room at your house, do you?
I do.
You do? So do I. We should invite Julie Meredith
to stay at my house
and drive with us one morning.
Oh,
for a week.
Drive with us.
Spend a week
I don't want
commuting with us for a week. I'd be willing to do it.
Really?
Commute with me for a week. I've got a guest room. It's got its own bath.
That's nice.
You know?
Yeah.
We'll even carpool. We can beat most of the nightmare.
You can beat most of the traffic because you'll be in the HOV lane.
All the way to north. You know what?
That sounds pretty good.
Even if you can't change the lane, hey Jules, how about bunking at my house for the next year so I can use the HOV lane? I can't use the skeleton I used last year. Thanks a lot.
This is not a commentary on the head of WashDOT. Do you remember Larry Seinfeld or Larry David figured out how to beat traffic by hiring a prostitute? To ride with him in his car. You remember that?
No, but it's genius.
And then he got pulled, and it's
genius.
He didn't need the services. He says, I just want to pay you for your time. I want to get into downtown.
You've heard down at the Golden Gate Bridge, there's people
Thankfully, there's not a lot of prostitutes in my neighborhood. Otherwise, that would be a possibility.
Mine are all a major arterial over on 99. If they would stand up at 145th and I-5.
They could. The prostitutes could walk the side of I-5 faster. And you can drive it.
And they're recording my life by thinking I'm soliciting because I'm so slowed down by traffic.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you heard in the Golden Gate Bridge, there's a section of people who need rides to the city. These are people who work in the city.
Oh, they'll just stand next to the bridge.
They stand next to the bridge.
And
people
the
pull
payoff
over.
is you get a carpool.
Exactly. You get a carpool passenger. They get a ride to the city.
Genius.
Happens on a daily basis.
Genius. All right, let's move off of traffic. We've done plenty of traffic stuff today. But please sign that petition.
Yeah. Where can they find it again?
They can find it at my X page, at Jake Skorheim, also at the Jake and Spike Show X page, also on our Facebook page.
Great.
Just follow the link. Easy peasy. Sign your name. Let them know how you feel.
Just consider our idea. Maybe even practice it, but put it in practice for a week. See what the impact is to the northbound traffic into the city from the south and the other way. See who's really getting bearing the brunt of this.
Worst case scenario, it doesn't work and traffic doesn't get better.
Right.
And there's more traffic as a result. Now, we're already in traffic for 2 hours, a lot of days, if you're heading in from, where I'm coming from, up in Snohomish. So, it's the worst case scenario is that you just have a little bit of traffic, which we're all doing right now.
Yeah, that we're no worse off than we are today.
Here's
the worst case
benefit.
scenario.
Here's the benefit, and this is why you and I would be like a great PR firm. What they're going to gain from it is WashDOT is going to see that they're willing to listen to the people that they work for. We pay their salaries.
We do. Yeah.
And they're willing to listen. Right now, it sounds like they're kind of just like shutting the gate and locking it.
Because we said so.
Because we said so. That was the answer. And this shows you have an open-mindedness. You're willing to discuss things. So I guess what I'm saying is if they want to be closed-minded and they want to be small people, then don't discuss it with us and don't even be open to changing your ideas about how traffic flow and patterns work. But if you're open to that thing and you're a big person, not physically, you know what I mean, but like a big person in your mind.
Yeah, be the bigger
person, then you'd be willing to have this discussion, and we would really appreciate that, WashDOT. That'd be very nice. We'd like that. All right. Can I play you this audio real fast? This is just, it's going to lift your spirits. You're going to feel good. You're going to love it.
I could use it right now.
The Seattle Seahawks put together this video. Did you see this Mike McDonald video that's going around? It's viral. Okay. So on his first day as the new coach.
Okay.
He was in the, they have the room where
the meeting room, yes, where they watch film. You bet.
Room. Yeah.
This would be summer 24, right?
Yes. First day on the job, he's describing to these guys like a prophet what the Seahawks organization is going to look like.
Wow.
Down the road.
Okay.
And we are now at the realization, however many months it's been since that time, we're now at the realization of his prophecy this weekend.
About 18 months probably around, about that point.
Something around there. Yeah. Let me play this for you, and you tell me if this doesn't give, honestly, tell me if this doesn't give you chills.
Great.
And you text us. I want to see the chills. I want to see it. You tell me about it. 888-97.
Send us a photo of the hair standing up on your arm.
Send me your chills. You're just sitting in traffic, so you can do that.
You got time.
All right, this is Mike McDonald. Listen to this. This is so cool.
All right, we got everybody. Man, this is pretty awesome, huh, guys?
Let's go.
This is awesome. We got a hell of a program ready for you guys. One of the things I want you guys to feel going through this program is that we have a vision for you and this football team.
Here we go, fastball!
But today, all right, I'm going to take you here now, so stay with me. I want us to just take a minute here and fast forward to January NFC Championship. It's 30-something degrees. All right, it's wet, it's windy. All right, it's shitty for them, okay, but it's just right for us. We're loose, we're focused, all right, we're confident. We just spent the last 9 months stacking every opportunity that we had to put us in that position. Team across from us in the other locker room, okay, they've seen the tape. They know what they're in for. 11 guys playing as one, every snap. They know that we're like that.
Fire to the end zone, ball is caught!
They know that they're facing a bunch of men that won't give up. They know they'll face a team that won't die and won't quit. They know. It's inevitable. So let's go to work.
Can you believe that? Doesn't that just make you, I mean, I saw this everywhere. Everybody was like, I'm going to run through a brick wall. I mean.
Guy's a mastermind. He's a motivator. He's a great head coach. We are so lucky in the city.
We are so lucky to have Mike McDonald.
When they turned the page on Pete, it was hard to do. Arguably the most successful coach in Seahawk history.
Yeah.
We've had some great ones here. We haven't been a premier organization like, say, the 49ers, who've got a handful of rings. They've got 5, right?
Totally, yeah.
Like the Steelers or whomever else, you name it, the Cowboys, the Chiefs of late. But we're an organization that's had success, and Pete was a hard thing to let go. But when you see a talent like this over in Baltimore leading that Raven defense, who has owned Sean McVay, by the way, the Raven defense has owned. That's why they got this guy. That's why John Schneider was named Executive of the Year this year. And I'm amazed. I'm as amazed. I heard the newscast that John Schneider was never named Executive of the Year prior to this.
Crazy.
Now, is that because, he's the guy that drafted the second, third, fourth rounders that led the last run we had 10 years ago.
I think they were saying that was, like, they couldn't give him the credit.
Built on the success of his predecessor?
Because it was built on a lot of the Pete Carroll stuff, too. Like, maybe Pete Carroll was sharing in some of that.
Well, John and Pete had a very collaborative relationship. That's true. Okay. And this is John Schneider's bunch. Not only because he and Pete built it, but now he has shepherded to where we are today.
Mm-hmm.
The draft picks and the coaching
and they've made
staffs.
some big decisions.
Big decisions.
That have been controversial
Absolutely.
at the time.
You let DK Metcalf leave.
Yeah.
You send Russell. You make the Russell Wilson trade.
Which in retrospect, you look back and you go, okay, yeah, that makes total sense. Look at where they're at now.
Yeah,
But at the
genius.
time, you're thinking, this could be risky. You're trading a lot.
Sure, yes, absolutely.
I mean, it seems crazy that people were questioning Sam Darnold's ability given the season that he had in Minnesota.
Well, it's funny you mention that because here we are at this Sunday is going to be, who's got something to prove this Sunday more than Sam Darnold, who they say can't win the big game, has now just one lifetime career playoff win.
Yeah, crushing win.
One.
41-6.
Sam,
crushed.
Because who needs to prove themselves? Who's got more invested in this stuff? His legacy's on the line today or Sunday. Sam Darnold. His legacy is on the line.
Do you think it is?
Absolutely, because if he doesn't beat the Rams as a dominant number one seed with the number one defense in the NFL, if Sam Darnold does something, I'm not going to say the outcome. If it's a missed kick,
don't say that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But if Sam Darnold, has a terrible day because of the pressure of the moment,
that's
a legacy cementer. And if he goes out there and plays a great game, and they win, you put these ghosts to bed forever. You take that sheet, flap it out. Hang it on the line. Let the breeze blow it off. Listen to the wren. Beautiful.
Listen to that winter wren.
Right.
Smell that.
I saw somebody this week post a quick little. He's a podcaster, influencer, sports commentator, saying, we get so keyed up for these games. We're counting the minutes. We said earlier it was 77 hours. Now it's like 73 hours or something, like 74 hours from right now. He said, take a minute, slow down. Look around, breathe it in.
Just enjoy the time.
This organization has only been to this point 4 times before. This is our 4th conference championship game. 5 if you count the AFC days, but we lost that one. So we're 3-0 in the NFC championship games. This is only the 4th time the Seahawks have been here. And, it doesn't happen. Ask Russell Wilson. They thought that team would go back year after year after year after year after year.
Yeah, they did.
Didn't happen.
That was the feeling.
It's so fleeting.
This is going to be a 3-peat team.
Yeah,
Remember
right.
them saying that?
Don't get me started on why we lost 49. Because they made me record a song parody. My company, my manager, made me record a song parody of our back-to-back Super Bowl wins, so that we would have it the Monday after the Super Bowl.
You're kidding.
I swear to you, how cool would it be?
Oh, that's a karma right there.
How cool would it be to have it Monday morning at 6 o'clock, and we come on the air at 6 o'clock morning, back to back by ACD, back to back. Yeah, wrote it and recorded it before the game. That's why we threw the ball at the 1.
Do you feel like that haunted you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We would never ask you to do that here.
No, the management's smart people.
Don't do that. Yeah. And
you don't tempt fate.
You don't tempt fate.
No.
I'll tell you what.
Spit in the wind, tug on Superman's cape. You don't do that.
Superman is Mike McDonald. That guy, you're totally right. We're so lucky to have him. The leadership there, what his players are willing to do for him.
The 2 NFL offensive masterminds, by most accounts, are Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan. And they have owned this division.
Yeah.
And they bring Mike McDonald to town. And in 2 years, as a defensive mastermind, a counter to both of those football geniuses, it's now our division. We run this show. Boom, baby.
And it happened fast. I know, it gives me chills as you're talking about it. A couple days. All right, we got a lot more coming up. Stick around. We will be right back.
This hour is brought to you by Davis Law Group.
Choke Points with Chris Sullivan, presented by Carter Subaru.
More like Choke Point. The new year brings a big new headache for the thousands of you commuting south on I-5 into Seattle. The latest phase of Revive I-5 is underway, and it won't be finished anytime soon. I've got you covered with traffic on the 3s every morning from 6 to 9 on Seattle's Morning News. Nate Connors has you covered every afternoon. We're always hunting for alternate routes, and we'll help you get where you need to be a little faster. On KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM.
What a good move I made. Let me tell you a quick story. I've done a whole bunch of races and a bunch of other stuff like that, and my left hip started bothering me about 5 years ago. And I go to the doctor, and he's like, you need a hip replacement. I was like, I'm 60. Yeah, we're going to ask you to wait a little while because we don't want you to wear the hip out. We want you and the hip to go into the grave at the same time. I said, what do you do about all this pain? Well, you could, aspirin, and you could continue to do this and that and, sleep with a pillow between your legs. I was like, no, I don't want to do this. Then was talking to Bob Stelton over there at the sports department. So he went to Dr. Mark Wagner, and I think he had his hip done as well. So I go in there. I said to Dr. Wagner, can you fix my hip? Takes a look at the MRI. Yes. So I got the stem cell procedure. I'm telling you something. This is the best. If you've been thinking about, surgery for your knee, your wrist, your shoulder, or hip, no. Check out Dr. Mark Wagner and go to drmarkwagnermd.com. That's drmarkwagnermd.com.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Right now, get a free furnace with the purchase of a premium heat pump and air cleaning package at CM Heating. Start today with an always free estimate. There's no beating CM Heating for heating, cooling, plumbing, or electrical. Go to cmheating.com.
I'm sure by now you've heard interviews with a whole lot of people who took the First Mark Challenge and saved so much money on their insurance and got better coverage. We call them First Mark victories. Well, I too took the First Mark Challenge and am thrilled to say that First Mark is saving my family thousands. Now that's what I call a victory. Before we got married, my husband had been with the same agent for so long, I think we just assumed that they were working hard to get us the best coverage and save us money, but it wasn't the case. And we only knew that by taking the First Mark Challenge. First Mark works for you, not the insurance carriers. First Mark will fully analyze your current coverage, making sure you're not overpaying for the wrong coverage, which could leave you at risk for financial loss. Then they carefully search the market, dozens of major carriers to find you the best fit. And that's it. First Mark Insurance has helped thousands of families successfully manage the complicated world of insurance and save them thousands, my family included. Be the next First Mark Challenge victory. Take the First Mark Challenge now. It's free. Go to firstmarkinsurance.com. First Mark Insurance. They work for you.
For almost 50 years, over 90,000 homeowners have trusted Home Comfort Alliance, including me, John Curley here. If comfort and energy savings matter to you, now is the time. Save up to $2,000 on a new Lennox heating and cooling system. Home Comfort Alliance will replace your system with one tailored to your home's layout and energy optimization. Visit homecomfortalliance.com to save up to $2,000 on a Lennox and schedule a free consultation. For heating, cooling, plumbing, or electrical, call the comfort people. Home Comfort Alliance.
Big Trees is Washington's premier tree sales and transplant company. Looking for a big selection of big trees? Visit Big Trees in Snohomish or BigTreeSupply.com.
Beauty, privacy, instantly. Big Trees.
Guys, your New Year goals start now. Get limited time savings on our most popular treatments at Revive Men's Health. Visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com to see if you qualify to save hundreds.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and MyNorthwest.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Aaron Granillo. The Pierce County Sheriff is being advised to walk back one of his recent remarks after Keith Swank said his office would not hire non-citizens for law enforcement roles. KIRO News Radio's Frank Lindsay explains.
A confidential legal memo obtained by the Jason Ranch Show on Seattle Red 770 AM calls for Swank to publicly reverse the statement he made on X. Otherwise, the memo says, quote, "You and the county are at great risk of being sued and you may face legal consequences," end quote. Pierce County Prosecuting Attorney Mary Robnett says in Washington, it's against the law to discriminate against somebody based on their citizenship status.
When we are sued, we're on the hook for it.
Robnett tells KIRO News Radio what her office offered the sheriff in that memo was legal advice.
It's up to him whether he's going to follow that advice or not.
Frank Lindsay, KIRO News Radio.
Sheriff Swank argues federal law prohibits non-citizens from carrying firearms. State lawmaker wants to ban former federal immigration agents from serving as police officers in our states. Here's KIRO News Radio's Jillian Raftery.
House Bill 2641 would prohibit law enforcement agencies from hiring anyone who was hired as a sworn officer with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement on or after January 20th, 2025. It's sponsored by two House Democrats, Tara Simmons of Bremerton and Sean Scott of Seattle. Simmons says hiring former ICE officers would erode trust within police agencies locally. The bill was filed Wednesday. It's new. It is not scheduled for a hearing right now. Jillian Raftery for KIRO News Radio.
Two climbers have been found dead in the Wilson Glacier area of Mount Rainier National Park. Seattle Times reports rangers had been searching for them since Saturday. Their vehicle was found in the Paradise parking lots. No word yet on how they died. Their names have not been released. The road to the Super Bowl runs straight through the Seahawks' rival LA Rams. KIRO News Radio's Luke Ducey asked an original season ticket holder what it all means to the 12s.
For superfan David Israel, being a 12 means more than most.
When you're down at the games with the rest of the fans, it's like one big family. Everybody loves everyone.
And he should know Israel became the youngest Seahawks season ticket holder when he was 3 years old.
My dad bought the tickets and he put them in my name.
He predicts the Hawks will win, and there's only one way to celebrate.
Family and friends, man. It's something special.
Luke Ducey, KIRO News Radio.
So now to the real-time traffic desk and check in with Nate Connors.
Thanks, Aaron. Subaru Puyallup has our update. Heading through Kirkland, North 405. It's packed at 520 up to Northeast 85th from an earlier collision that just cleared 2 minutes ago. Bellevue to Linwood right now is a 25-minute trip, but it will improve. Going the other way, Bellevue to Renton, 20 minutes. Got a pretty hefty backup as you head through Factoria. In Seattle, North 5, we've got a pretty solid backup now between the West Seattle Bridge across the Ship Canal. 25 minutes to make it through this backup. South 5 is crowded from the U District to I-90, but you're close to freeway speeds here. It's just a 20-minute trip between Linwood and Seattle. Seattle to Federal Way, a half hour. That drive between Olympia and Tacoma in both directions looking great right now, just a half hour. Confident winter driving starts at Subaru of Puyallup. Find stress-free pricing at SubaruPuyallup.com and enjoy a stress-free buying experience at Subaru of Puyallup, your stress-free dealership. KIRO News Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
Thank you, Nate. Now to your forecast. We are seeing a few more clouds develop today and temperatures staying in the low 40s this afternoon. Morning fog tomorrow, staying dry through the weekends. Right now, 41 degrees in downtown Seattle. I'm Aaron Granillo, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
Hi, welcome back to the show. Let's talk a little entertainment for a minute. You watch a lot of movies, Spike. I watch a lot of movies.
I live for cinema.
Yeah,
I do, man. It's
fun.
it's an escape.
Super fun.
It's a way to convey important messages about our society or who we are as a humanity. Yeah,
sure.
Love cinema.
Love it. Are you up to date on all of your Oscar-nominated films?
Came out this morning. You bet I am, buddy.
Morning.
I was first thing I saw when I woke up.
So we have a lot of categories we could go for here. I have them all in front of me. We can discuss which ones we want to talk about.
Sure.
We got Best Picture. We got Directing. We got Best Actor, Actress, all that stuff. Do you have any category that you're particularly excited about? Do you also, and here's another question, do you see these movies before the Oscars, or do you wait for the Oscars and then if one gets highly nominated, you go, 16 nominations, I'll check it out?
I wish I had the time these days to get to the cinema as often as I would like to. I often use the nominations and eventually, if I don't get there, which I don't,
sure,
the awards themselves to tell me what to go see.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, it's a It's not a bad way to do it.
I'm going to go see one battle after another. I knew it was going to be something I'd like to see, given all the accolades it's received, because the Gold Globes have already been done.
Sure.
And it's awards season, as they say. But the Oscars is a real benchmark. I want to go see that.
Marty Supreme is one that I'm interested in.
Same for me.
Timothy Chalamet, who's a great actor.
Nominated for Best Actor, right?
Have you seen Wonka?
Of course.
The new one with him?
Yes.
He's very good.
He's very good.
Yeah.
Kid's got game.
He's got a real talent. I think he's going to make it in that business. All right, so Marty Supreme is one. Let's see. Here's the list of Best Picture. Tell me which ones of these you've seen. Bugonia.
Bugonia, yes.
Have you seen it?
Yep. Emma Stone. Also nominated for Best Actress.
Okay.
Great movie. Weird movie.
That's the one where she's captured by a couple of guys and they think she's an alien.
Well, yes.
That's the premise.
Yeah, it's the premise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, who's the guy?
It's a story about mental health.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And she did the movie with is it the director Yorgos Lanthimos? Is that his name?
That I couldn't. Director, I couldn't tell you.
Who they did? She's done a few movies. I think that's maybe the third movie she's done with him now.
Okay.
The last one was, I'm trying to remember what the last one was, but it was like, they're always crazy premises.
Yeah.
Like the last one was like her.
She was created like a Frankenstein type monster.
Yeah, but like she had the brain of a child.
Yes.
Or of a baby in an adult woman's body. So it's just like
teacher's societal norms.
It's just crazy. F1, which I thought was fantastic.
I was surprised that I haven't seen it yet, but I was surprised that type movie got an Oscar nomination, to be honest with you.
Well, it's good. Joseph Kosinski, director.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Well, I mean, I could see a movie like that getting best cinematography.
He did Top Gun Maverick, too, I think.
Yeah, and those kind of things where a camera can put you in the seat of a Tomcat fighter or an F1 Formula car. I understand the cinematic of those awards, that makes sense.
Yes.
But this got Best Picture on nomination.
Yeah, Best Picture
right?
nom. It's huge. For Jerry Bruckheimer, producer, I mean, that's like, what a cool thing.
Yeah.
Here's another one, Frankenstein. This is on Netflix. Did you see Frankenstein?
Did see Frankenstein.
You finally watched it.
Benicio del Toro, yeah.
What'd you think of it? I haven't watched it yet.
Oh.
But no, I don't
No
care about spoilers.
Okay.
I've read the book, so I don't mind it.
I loved it from the minute it started to the minute it ended.
Some people were saying it was too dark, and so they didn't like
very
the
dark, but it's
darkness of it.
Frankenstein. What did you expect? A romance?
Yeah.
A rom-com?
It's you recommend it to people.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And I don't get the use of color cinematic was it Benicio del Toro?
Yep.
Right? Did he get an Oscar nomination for a director?
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, Guillermo. Not Benicio the actor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he was. I'm sure if it's a best film, they usually also get
a director
nod.
Sure, yeah. But there's what's missing. If you want to keep going through,
he did not get a best director nod.
That's missing for me.
Yeah,
that's missing. Well, he's a great storyteller.
Yeah.
It was a brilliantly told story.
All right, should we jump into some of these actors? Let's do acting.
Sure.
Timothy Chalamet from Marty Supreme. He's very good. Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio. One battle after another.
Leonardo da Vinci, perhaps?
I think it's Leonardo del Toro, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Ethan Hawke, that's good for him. He's an old man. I mean, like he's a guy of the 80s. To still be getting acting roles and to still be like
he's had a great run. Kate Hudson.
Lead actor.
Kate Hudson.
She was the lead actor?
Best actress.
Oh, best actress.
Kate Hudson. And I haven't seen yet Song Blue, which is the story of the Neil Diamond impersonator. That's with her and the Hugh Jackman.
Song Blue.
Yeah.
I see an ad for that. I see ads for that all the time.
And it looks great. It's based on a true story.
It looks interesting.
I love that kind of story. I love that underdog.
Is it? What is it based on?
A guy who meets a woman who she does a Patsy Cline impression, a tribute act, I should say, a tribute act. And he is a performer, and she convinced him that he should do Neil Diamond. And he becomes one of the premier Neil Diamond impersonators.
Oh, he's not playing Neil Diamond?
No. He's playing a guy who plays
Neil Diamond.
Right, no.
A guy playing Neil Diamond.
No, he's a guy playing a guy playing
That's confusing to me.
I want to see this one. I haven't seen this one yet. I love this kind of story, but they say this is the best acting of her career, and she's got game.
She was good.
Kate Hudson's got game. Almost famous.
Almost famous.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. She was.
That was her coming out. She was her introduction to the world.
Why she didn't get nominated for How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, I don't know.
Well, they say she wasn't acting. She was just being herself.
She's just being herself.
Yeah.
She's very likable.
I got to say, I you know me, I'm a big fan of the movie Wicked, and the second one, Wicked for Good.
Okay.
Not a single nomination for anything for anybody in that movie.
I'll be honest, I didn't see it. So I don't have a strong opinion on it, other than
it's a musical. I raised musical kids.
Okay.
So that this genre is near and dear to my heart. But Ariana Grande didn't get a nomination for Best Supporting Actress. She's brilliant. She's like the stuff. This is what Hollywood stars are.
I haven't seen it.
Even if you don't like the genre or the story, or you think it's, a lot of people think this is just a money grab
Or
sequel.
the actor. No, just kidding.
She's got game. You ever see her on Saturday Night Live? Ariana Grande?
No.
She's hosted
I know
like a half dozen times.
She sings very well. She's got a lovely voice.
She has been the host of Saturday Night Live numerous times. I think she's almost close to a 5-timer.
Yeah.
She's got a brilliant,
she's a major star.
She's got brilliant comedic chops.
Sure.
And this musical has.
Well, she's a child actor. She's been acting her whole life.
Well, and her Jennifer Coolidge impression is uncanny.
It's
uncanny.
scary good. She's brilliant.
Jennifer Coolidge, like the funny Jennifer
Yes.
Coolidge?
Yeah, that Jennifer Coolidge. I can do it. It's not
That
hard.
makes me want a hot dog real bad one.
Yeah.
Jennifer Coolidge is hilarious.
She's brilliant.
Very funny.
Anyway, so I don't mean to just beat the drum for.
You know a
Ariana
movie I
Grande.
don't see nominated here? I could be wrong about this, but did Minecraft not get nominated?
No, I don't think. I don't think. No, I don't think it
I'm
did.
being serious. That is a phenomenal movie. They really should have a category.
Kids movie? Well, they got animated.
They should have, but it's not.
It's not
it isn't,
animated.
It's not. It's
I know,
real life people.
Right, that's the thing. There's that crossover between humanity and animation.
They need to have a category of movies that people actually see.
Didn't they have a People's Choice category they offered? It wasn't.
Do they have that? Do they have a category of movies that people have watched?
For people who live outside of Hollywood.
Animated feature film. I've seen this one. Zootopia 2.
Okay.
Super good.
Okay.
Really funny. I laughed out loud a dozen times.
I'm
My
looking forward
kids
to it.
loved it.
Have you seen Sinners?
I've not seen it yet, but it got 16 Oscar nominations.
It set the record.
Yeah.
No movie has ever got nominated that many times, that many categories.
I'm
16
going to check
times.
that. 16 nominations. I'll check it out.
It's great. It's great. I loved it.
I'll check it out. Yeah, I'll watch it. You could send us your suggestions. 888-973-5476. We have a lot more coming up. Don't miss a second of it. We got your text messages next. Please go and sign that petition. We got it on the Facebook page. We got it on the Twitters or the X's, whatever. We want to get WashDOT's attention so they consider doing the right thing. Come on, WashDOT. Do the right thing. Open the express lanes. Come on. Come on. Stick around. We'll be right back.
We are finally just about set.
One win away from the Super Bowl.
Touchdown, Seahawks! A perfect pass by Darnold.
Here's Steve Rabel and Dave Wyman call the NFC Championship game.
These guys, they take it very seriously.
Seahawks, Rams, Sunday at Lumen Field. Kickoff at 3:30.
I really had a hard time hearing thanks to the 12s.
The road to the Super Bowl runs through Seattle and the home of the Seahawks. KIRO News Radio. If you've saved more than $300,000, you may have a big problem in retirement, and it's taxes. Taxes on your IRA and 401k withdrawals, taxes on your Social Security benefits, taxes on your investment income, and more. And when you add it all up, this could be your largest expense in retirement. That's why it's critical you get in front of this now. Hi, it's Charlie Harger. Discover the strategies that could significantly reduce your taxes in retirement with a free customized retirement tax savings analysis. It's from Boss Retirement Solutions, who has 2 locations in Seattle. Schedule your free analysis now by calling 206-210-1350. That's 206-210-1350. Don't overpay your taxes to the government. Call 206-210-1350.
Advisory services offered through Boss Retirement Advisors. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. No statement contained herein should constitute tax, legal, or investment advice.
Hey everyone, Hartley Wilcox here. And I'm Charlie Wilcox from Wilcox Family Farms. Our family's been raising hens and gathering fresh eggs right here for over 100 years.
That's right. Our hens roam free on green pastures, soaking up the sunshine and living their best chicken lives.
We don't do shortcuts. No cages, no chemicals, just honest-to-goodness eggs laid fresh every day.
And when you buy Wilcox eggs, you're not just getting breakfast. You're supporting local farmers like us. Clean food, and a family that's been doing it right for generations.
So next time you're at the grocery store,
skip the out-of-state eggs and grab the ones with our name on them.
Wilcox Family Farms. Fresh, local, trusted. Find fresh Wilcox eggs at Metropolitan Markets, PCC, or Safeway. And for a healthy snack on the go, grab some ready-to-eat hard-boiled eggs in a convenient to-go 2-pack. Wilcox Family Farms eggs, locally fresh since 1909.
Our first Mark Challenge victory is Aaron McCoy from McCoy Home Solutions, yet another small business owner that took the First Mark Insurance Challenge. Aaron, why did you make the call to First Mark Insurance?
My company has grown to a space where we need a higher level of coverage. A couple of factors led me to say, boy, I really need to find something new. And First Mark really rang that bell.
First Mark save you and your business money?
Oh, yeah. They have decreased overall expense in a couple categories by up to 30%, coverage in a couple of areas by greater than 50%. They've offered coverage in 2 new categories that I think are pertinent for my business, and they've greatly impacted what that coverage and those margins look like.
Kind of wish you made the call earlier.
I absolutely do. Yeah.
So if you're a small business owner that wants to take the stress of insurance off your plate, do what Aaron McCoy did for McCoy Home Solutions. Make the call to First Mark Insurance. They're your teammate that goes to work for you. FirstMarkInsurance.com.
Hey, it's John Curley with Dr. Kopstein from K2 Vision RLE. Doc, I heard that 50% of Americans have their lenses replaced by the time they're 75.
That's exactly right, John. As we near 50, our eye's natural lens starts to become dysfunctional. If you've now added readers to your need for glasses and contacts, it's a sign the quality and function of your natural lens is fading, and it's a steady decline towards cataracts.
Don't go another 20 plus years with poor vision, hassling with contacts and readers. Do what I did. Choose a quick, painless refractive lens exchange from K2 Vision RLE and start enjoying great vision now.
Our new lens technology is truly amazing. After replacing over 100,000 lenses, we have the experience to guide each patient to their best solution, even if that's recommending you wait a little while before RLE.
K2 Vision RLE can restore distance and near vision permanently, plus never develop a cataract. Read the reviews and schedule a free Zoom consultation now at K2VisionRLE.com.
It's cold outside, and if you're noticing it's taking forever to heat your home, there are cold spots in certain rooms, your furnace turns off and on a lot, or it never stops, or maybe your energy bill is just way too high. These are all warning signs that your home needs a blanket. There may be something wrong with your insulation, which means not only are you uncomfortable in your own home, but you could be wasting hundreds or thousands of dollars a year in lost energy. Call Insulation Northwest today, and we'll send one of our professionals to give you a fast, free energy inspection to determine if there is a problem. And if there is a problem, we can fix it fast. Most jobs are completed in 1 day. You have nothing to lose. The inspection is free and only takes about an hour and could save you thousands. Keep the heat in, the cold out, and your energy bill low. Call Insulation Northwest today. Insulation Northwest, the real insulation company.
Please ask if you qualify for thousands of dollars of free rebates from your energy company.
InsulationNorthwest.com. File with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. TurboTax helps you get your biggest refund, and then Credit Karma helps you do more with it. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
Hey, it's Jason Rantz. Our local tax expert Greg Nunn wants taxpayers to know the IRS is now going after older cases very aggressively. If you received Form CP-504 from the IRS, do not ignore it. Be proactive and resolve your situation with Greg Nunn, N-U-N-N, None Better Tax Resolution.
See country star Aaron Lewis and the State Liners at Muckleshoot Casino Resort, March 24th at 8 p.m. And now an added show on March 25th. He's a multi-platinum artist whose raw lyrics and powerhouse vocals have captivated fans for decades. Now he and his band, the State Liners, are coming to Muckleshoot Casino Resort. Get your tickets now to see Aaron Lewis at MuckleshootCasino.com.
All right, welcome back to the show. We'll get some text messages to read. A lot of responses, a lot of great stuff. Laura, start us off.
On our your brutal I-5 commute from up north,
yes.
Barry in Maple Valley says, suck it up, Buttercup. I travel north on I-5 in the mornings and never get the express lanes. Now my commute is great. Now you see our pain when the table is turned.
I will not suck it up, Barry. That's all I'm going to say, so I don't make you mad.
I politely decline to suck it up.
No, thank you, Barry.
Yeah, thank you, but no.
By the way,
refuse sucking it
not a Buttercup.
After careful consideration, Jim in
but
360.
thank you for the text, Barry.
Jim in the 360 says they'd open the lanes if there were bike lanes on the edges.
That is true. What if we tell WashDOT they're going to be bike lanes? Those will be open in a second.
Go ahead.
Jamestown and Eastlake?
Yeah.
They had 2020 through 2022, and what did they do? Nothing. Oh,
Roads were free and clear.
That's a good point.
During the pandemic.
They could have gotten some road work done.
Yeah, that's a good point.
With what concrete?
They were
That's the
probably
problem.
firing everybody who didn't get a shot.
There's that.
And so they
It
didn't
was
have
supply
anybody
chain
left.
stuff. Remember when the West Seattle Bridge was closed
Well,
during
that was
the pandemic?
and then there was the concrete strike.
Yeah.
The concrete truck.
They probably
concrete
didn't
truck
have
strike.
enough masks for all the outdoor work they were going to be doing.
I will say there's a lot of the funding that comes for these major improvements to this infrastructure came from the Biden era infrastructure bill.
I don't care where it came from. I don't want to stuck in
my
traffic.
point being, the money wasn't available in 20 to 22. To Jamestown's point.
Oh, I don't know.
The funding for these federal infrastructure projects came during the Biden administration's infrastructure bill. 206 says, why doesn't Katie Wilson contact WSDOT and get them to open the express lanes for the morning commute? It affects the workers of her city. I can understand how they say it's not as easy as flipping a switch. They do it every day, as we said. Of course, it is as easy as flipping a switch. The insanity of government agency.
Thank you, 206. You are wise. Jeremiah says, let the mayor run more businesses out of town and there will be less traffic. Okay. There you
And Chris in Port Orchard has a little tin hat conspiracy theory. They don't want to open lanes because there's a usable toll route that can make the money.
go. This goes back to the question that you asked, Spike. Will they open those lanes?
Those toll lanes,
and
yes.
not force people to be stuck in traffic, and maybe they don't collect as much money for the moment.
Right, but they ease the burden that they inflicted upon this community by closing those two lanes.
Yeah, that's a smart move. That would be a smart move. That would be a smart move.
WSDOT 425 says WSDOT should have to sit in traffic at least 4 or 5 times a year, especially the executives so they can understand how traffic flow works.
Yep. Thank you. On pricey Seahawks tickets, 253 says Ticketmaster upper level 300. You can buy quite a few right now, starting between $800 and $900, or 100 level, many at between $1,600 and $1,800 each. Okay.
Basically free.
Yeah, that's nothing. $1,800.
I had that burning a hole in my pocket. Steven in Stanwood says, it's crazy because when I used to go to the big games for the Hawks, I always scalped my tickets and had great success at good prices and killer seats.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tiny risk in the old days when you would show up at these and not
try
be
to-
able to find tickets.
Right, try to buy a ticket outside the game, you bet.
Usually always could. Always.
Well, now the marketplace is open through social media. It used to be because there were certain few people that were bold enough to go down there and try their luck.
Right.
Nowadays, you're sitting at home, and if you don't get to get in, you don't have to drive all the way
Just
down
click
and
it on
park
your
them.
phone. You're right.
Exactly. On the drug bust in Marysville, 253 says the punishment should be the old school caught smoking punishment. You want to smoke, you're going to smoke the whole pack.
That's
You want to deal, like you said, you want to deal drugs? Smoke it all there, Junior.
Finish it up, buddy.
Yep.
On the proposed bill to stop hiring ICE officers, CJ in Bothell says, I don't believe this no hiring ICE cops bill is legal. You can't keep somebody from earning a living in their chosen field. That's absolutely right. CJ.
This proposed legislation is wrong on so many fronts.
I think you're right, Spike. You said earlier it was designed to gain attention.
It's performative.
Which is what it's getting.
Yeah,
so
performative politics.
I guess accomplished.
On the bird quiz, John in the 573 says, I just turned on my car to you guys playing bird sounds and couldn't figure out what was going on. I was looking all over for birds. No context, just a bird chirping.
What do you mean, John? What do you mean, John? You heard? So you say you heard birds chirping? Have you been hit with the head with an anvil recently?
Beautiful.
Oh,
Not nice.
I saw a bald eagle going after a dead possum yesterday. Oh, kind of rare.
That's the American dream right there.
That's why we live out here.
For America. Yeah.
Bald eagle eating dead
dead possum
roadkill.
is Greenland.
Perfect. And he shall have that dead
You
possum.
should have it.
All right, that's all the time we got. Thank you guys so much for texting. We appreciate it. Go and sign that petition, and let's get washed out a strong message.
Yeah, get on that.
All right, John Curley's coming up next. We will see you back here tomorrow for our Fun Friday show. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Choke Points with Chris Sullivan. Presented by Carter Subaru.
More like choke point. The new year brings a big new headache for the thousands of you commuting south on I-5 into Seattle. The latest phase of Revive I-5 is underway, and it won't be finished anytime soon. I've got you covered with traffic on the 3s every morning from 6 to 9 on Seattle's Morning News. Nate Connors has you covered every afternoon. We're always hunting for alternate routes, and we'll help you get where you need to be a little faster. On KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM.
I love the fact that Mike Novak sells more homes than anybody else. This guy works so hard. You know what's happening? People are selling their homes again. And if you don't have Mike Novak's name on that sign, well, you're wasting your time and your house is just going to be sitting on the market. Mike is so confident that he can sell your house quickly. And for more, you'll pay no commission if Mike Novak doesn't sell that home in 21 days. So go to meetthenovaks.com. I'll spell Novaks for you. Novaks. Meetthenovaks.com. Nearing retirement? Do you know what retirement will cost you? John Curley here from Madrona Financial. Retirement isn't just about income. It's about avoiding big mistakes and blind spots that hurt so many. Taxes, healthcare, inflation. Even with reasonable growth, those three alone can wreck your retirement if ignored. Gain knowledge on how to turn your money into a system that supports you when times are good or bad. Join Matt Beyer and Madrona Financial and CPAs for a free virtual retirement planning workshop Tuesday, the 27th of January at 6:30 p.m. Attend from the comfort of your own home. Bring your spouse, too. You'll learn what a complete retirement plan looks like, not just a portfolio. Just call right now to RSVP, and they'll email you the Zoom link. Again, Tuesday, the 27th, 6:30 p.m., online via Zoom. To RSVP, call 833-673-7373 or sign up online at madronafinancial.com/events. It's free, but you'll need to RSVP. Call 833-673-7373. How about a New Year's resolution where the commitment takes just one day and the results can last a lifetime? Address years of hair loss like I did with Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment. Using your own natural hair, Advanced Hair can restore your bald spot, receding hairline, or thinning. All backed by Advanced Hair's guarantee. Celebrate the new year with a free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. 425-449-8185 or advancedhair.com.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-292-4541 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-292-4541. That's 800-292-4541. What do you have to lose? Call 800-292-4541. Again, 800-292-4541.
Did you know in Washington State, you can see a physical therapist without a referral from your doctor? That's right. Thanks to Direct Access, you can skip the wait and get the care you need right away. Shannon O'Kelly, how has Direct Access changed the game?
Direct Access for us, Brock, is a game changer. Why? Is because there is so much research and data out there that says if you get in early when you have a musculoskeletal problem or an injury, the earlier you get in and we can start care, the better outcomes and the decreased downstream cost, okay? So it's so important. Our providers are all doctors of physical therapy. They're all trained to identify situations and problems. They've got the skill, they've got the talent, they've got the knowledge. If you get in and start therapy early, we're going to get you back to activity, pain-free, and moving and having fun.
Fast, easy, effective. Direct Access is your path to better movement, starting with a single step. Visit irgpt.com to schedule your appointment today. irgpt.com.
Your best source for local news. KIRO News Radio. KIRO FM and HD1. Tacoma, Seattle.